Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, it's time for some good old Warframe. Once again, hello there, boys and girls, how are we all doing today? Hello there, Shop the Double O, Red Guardian, hello Snake Raider, RC3, hello there as well, Beardface, how are we all doing? Welcome, one and all. Now, I'm sure, as the title of the stream may suggest, yeah, we're going to be looking at the new Prime today. You know, we're going to be looking at the Corvas Prime, Nagantaka Prime, and of course Garuda Prime. Seeing what they're good for, what they can do, what makes them better than their original versions. Of course, we want to see all those fancy bits and pieces. It's Wednesday, my dude, says Feather of the Crow. It is indeed, absolutely. Hello there, Catacosmo, hope you're doing well today as well. Welcome one and all, guys. Now, I'm not going to jump straight into the Garuda bits and pieces. We do always have the sortie to get started with, so we'll be jumping onto that in just a moment. And if you want to be part of that, you can, of course, send a message to me here in-game. I'll bring you on in. But yes, indeed, once we got the sortie out of the way, then we'll have a look at grabbing the items. They are sat in the foundry at the moment, just waiting to be claimed. That is not one of them. That appears to be a stubber. Quartac, maybe? Oh, it's a Quartac in it. We'll have a look at it all later. Pendragon, come on in. Assuming, may I join? Yes, you. And indeed. Come on in. Nemesis Creed saying, hey all, finally managed to catch a stream. Well, welcome to the stream there, Nemesis Creed. As we have here for the first time. Hello, Adam Mike, how you doing as well? Welcome all, one and all. Alright. Yeah, we're going to grab a squad together for the sortie. Let's get started on that, shall we, guys and gals? I noticed as well, Snake Raider wants a Wukong start as usual. Let's see what Wukong is going to be jumping straight at. We have got a Hive mission, okay, with a melee only. We've got Spy with enemy elemental enhancement, and then a Rescue with energy reduction. You know what, as far as sortie missions go, this might actually be one of the easier sets I've seen in a while. This is like ridiculously easy. There's no problem whatsoever there. There's not even a smattering of radiation. Let's do it. Hey, Space Cadet saying, just got home from the Bavarian Inn restaurant. Oh, fair do, fair do. What's the raffle for? X Project. Do exclamation mark raffle. You'll find out all the details you need on that. All the details will be on right there. Rhino would say, working from home today. Oh, sir, you got a very nice home Wi-Fi. Nice. You know what? These weapons are going to do me just fine. Let's just roll with this, shall we? Let's just roll with this. Alright, well, we got Pendragon in squad. Obviously, I'm here. Take it, Ed. Pendragon, you and me. Let's smash this out. But we don't need no others. Invite only. We don't need no randoms jumping in, just you guys here in the chat if you wish to. Otherwise, it's Pendragon and myself. Let's go kill this. Sometimes it just be like that, Rhino. Sometimes it just be like that. Yeah. Twitch just decides on a whim whether or not to give transcoding. So, I have no control over that one. Go figure. The glaive is a very blap weapon, isn't it? Very blap one. Why am I walking? I can fly. Go. Alright. Nope. Apparently I'm going to get stuck on some terrain. That's cool. Got this one slightly below, perhaps? No, he's found it. There it is.
Now quick, destroy the hive.
There we are. There we are. Like we were saying, bless the, invoke the blessing of Orange Jesus. The sun. No, sorry. I invoke the blessing of Orange Jesus to sun today's and to Sunday's raffle. What? To sun today's? What does that even mean? I think you accidentally a word there. Definitely accidentally a word there. And kind of break my brain in the process. Now that one. One more over here. No, two more over here. Let's find those. There we are. And that should make this available to the kit when it's over here. Ah, Dragon's got it. On to it. Nice. And then the third and final hive, guys. Oh, that doesn't sound too nice right over. Hitting a pothole on the way back. Thanks. Yeah, definitely don't throw out your back with potholes. I would recommend against that, generally speaking.
Hives destroyed. Head to extraction. Multiple targets ahead.
Good old magnetic procs. Gotta love them. By that I mean absolutely hate them. And we're nearly there. Easy. Easy. What's the best weapon for Nightmare, Gran and Void? Usually speaking, I actually focus more on the frame I'm taking rather than the weapon Red Guardian, but the Zoris as a go-to melee will do you just fine. It's designed for the Gran and Void, you get it with the quest that unlocks the Gran and Void, it kind of does the trick. So yeah, overall the Zoris is pretty much the win there. In terms of any ranged weaponry, just something that can clear a large area with corrosive will use. Cosmo saying, trying to farm out Garuda right now, starting with the rarest part, it's going as well as you'd expect. Oh, pretty well then, Cosmo, because there's loads of, you know, loads of people who are looking to do rad shares at the moment. Or a handshake, apparently. Looking for a handshake 1 of 2. Something tells me you don't need to specify the 1 out of 2 on a handshake. I'm sorry. All the things to pop up first in recruitment channel. Wow, I did not expect to see that today. Or ever. Alright, cool, yeah. Let's do the spy mission. Recruitment chat can stay where it is right now. Oh dear. Yeah, you're very right there, Feverico. You can do it with your own Wuklo, but wow. Wow. That was...
You are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve.
Oh dear, I definitely did not expect to see a recruitment for a handshake, let alone specifying 1 out of 2. He got a chuckle from me, I'll give him that. Oh dear. Alright, let's crack this. Those are bad guys, don't care, I'm Wukong. Aha. Can I go down? Thank you. Just need to wait for those to go out of the way. Piss off. Oh, he tanked out of it. Okay. I gotta get this before the laser comes back. Got it. Easy peasy. Perfect hack. You see, Cosmo, I didn't need to farm the relics for any of the new Prime stuff because I spent, what was it, 400 or 600? No. I spent many hundreds of steel essence. I actually can't remember how many hundreds. Yeah, it's going to be 630 steel essence.
Multiple targets ahead.
630 on relic packs, on top of 200,000 syndicate standing, just so I didn't need to go farming the relics. It's like, yo, follow Teshin, just gimme. No? Just gimme. Didn't press that. Up. Let's go through here, down here. Easy peasy. There we are. At some point, Pendragon will get the other vault, I'm sure. I have faith they can actually do one of the vaults. There we go. Yep, they're all good. Alright, let's go. Let's skedaddle out of this mission. That's just another easy peasy sorting mission down. Yo! Someone gone and picked them up a mug? A mug? Oh. RL, whoever you are with what your initials stand for there. Rhino. Ah, okay. Rhino, you're going to enjoy yourself that mug. It is a lovely mug, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous mug, that one right there. I've spilled a little bit of tea on the side of it. Oopsie doopsie. I'm sorry, did you say 5 times? Why did the bot not tell me that? Blimey, okay. Well, you enjoy 5 mugs then, my dude. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Basically saying, have yet to do that and don't have the money. That's fair enough, Space Kid. That is absolutely fair enough. Don't you worry about it. You grab yourself a mug as and when you're in the situation to be able to do so comfortably. What is a raffle? A raffle is a kind of a giveaway where everyone is given tickets and then a ticket is drawn at random to determine who is the winner. So that's what a raffle is there, Face Guy. I should try Wisp with Grendel Agile Animation Set. Normally I try it the other way around, but fair enough, Hawk. Fair enough. Hey, Raynuva, I appreciate the sentiment there. I'm happy to support the building of your credit score. Cheers, my dude. Absolutely. Alright, we're on to the third and final mission of today's sortie before we get on with the new Prime stuff, guys, which means let's pop up the prediction. What reward do you think we're going to get from today's sortie, guys? Do you think it's going to be Endo? Or is it going to be an NASA sculpture? Or literally anything else? Grab your channel points, those lovely blue spanners at the bottom of the channel window there, the chat window that is, and make your prediction. You can gamble with 10, you can gamble with 10,000, doesn't really matter. Gamble as many as you want to. The only thing that's important is that you're right. And this is energy reduction, so of course I'm going to have to laugh in the face of energy reduction and just go Lavos. It's pretty much the rule. If there's energy reduction, I just... Nah. Let's go rescue someone over on a infested Europa. I see a lot of people gambling on the anything else side. Not as many spanners being thrown towards the NASA side. That means if you gamble on the NASA side and are correct, hey, you get yourself quite a payday there. Raptor Mark 3, laugh with Hildren. I mean, that's a fair shout as well, yeah. Hildren and Lavos together, they both... I think the idea of energy is quaint and outdated, quite frankly, and I just got stuck twice. That is unfortunate. Try that a third time. Nope, okay. Apparently, speed dashing with those wild rushes just isn't for me today. Just isn't for... Can I go up this way? No. I thought I could, but never mind. I got bamboozled. And I got stuck a fourth time. I'm actually using... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I saved it. I saved it, guys. I saved it. Let's not mess around with this tile set. This tile set is absolutely bonkers. And... Oh, wow. I thought you would have been ahead of me. Okay. Hello, Nikara. I'm doing alright today. Hope you're doing well yourself. Got that one, so I will jump up level. There we go. Let's crack this open. Shouldn't sec. Up. And let's get ourselves out of here, guys. Or the hostage dies. Oh my god, why were they just stood there? Run, you muppet. They just stood there being wailed on by infested. Oh dear. This mission should be easy. I mean, the only difficult thing about this mission is the tile set. In that it can be a pain to navigate. But there we go. That is a sortie completed in probably record time for this channel, despite how much chatting shit I usually do. And it's Endo today. 4,000 Endo. I'll chuck it on the panel. Those of you who gambled on Endo, you are absolutely correct. You can enjoy yourselves a few extra spanners back there. Nearly 3 times what you put in. So, Aftons, gambling with 1,993 spanners, a very specific number. Yeah, you just gained back nearly 6,000 there. Speaking of 6,000, Beard just lost over 6,000. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. GG DBL redeeming get 2035. Well, okay. Yep, that's alright. GG DBL, GG to you, 2035. We'll see you in is that like 33 minutes? Yeah, we'll see you in 33 minutes and 55 seconds. Bye-bye. You only lost 60 spanners? Ah, that's alright, the Butterbee. You'll get those 60 back in mere moments, absolutely. Alright, sortie's out of the way. We can finally stop thinking about the sortie, because we always got to start off the stream with a sortie.
Now, what we need to do is have a look at those primes. I've got a few things I need to claim out of here, including the primes. So. Let's grab that former. Get that cracking. There we go. So we have got Nagantaka Prime. We have got Corvas Prime. Yeah, we'll buy the slots. I don't care. And Garuda's not finished yet. Oh no! What am I ever going to do? Ah. I don't care. I don't care. I'll pick up that plat later. It's fine. Alrighty then. So Garuda. Now, the very first thing I want to have a look at. If we take off these, do we get the claw straight away? Yep, there we are. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Let's have a look at the stats on these, and I would like to compare them to the stats on Garuda's normal talons. So, I do Garuda talons? Talons, maybe? That work? No, that is something completely different. Okay, well, I tried. I tried. Okay, well, I think what we'll have to do then, guys, is actually bust out the good old notepad. Literally to take notes of this. If the game's going to be like that, I'll be like this. So, we have got attack speed of 1.0. Blocking 60, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to record it anyway. We have follow through of 0.8. What else do we have here? We got range 2.2. Snipping tool. You know what, Nemesis? You're actually right. What am I doing here? Ooh, back. Yeah, we don't need a heavy attack stats. You're very right. Snipping tool is far more sensible here. There we go. That'll do. Right. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the heavy attack stuff right now. There we are. That will be simpler. Now let's grab normal Garuda. I know I can go onto the wiki for all this, but that's just nowhere near the same. Just get rid of the red numbers, because they annoy me a little bit. Okie dokie, so let's see there. We've got no change in attack speed, no change in blocking angle, no change in follow through, no change in range. The total damage has gone up from 248 to 280. The crit chance, that is a big jump. Nearly double the critical chance. Status hasn't changed. And if we have a look at the damage distribution, the impact and puncture has actually gone down. So that slash is taking up almost all of it now. Okay. Okay, so there we are. So we've gotten something which is basically more crit, more slash. That's about the changes there. More crit, more slash, yeah. I don't see anything else of note on those stats. But that's still cool in and of itself. More crit, more slash. I can definitely work with that. Get rid of that now. We don't need that in our face. More crit, more slash equals more better? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. There we go. We'll grab a Garuda Prime, and once we got it fully leveled up, we can check the base stats as well to see how that works. Hello, Windows. Alright, right, Eva, come on. Just because it wants to make a beeping noise doesn't mean we need to give it any attention. Scribble the Bubble saying, having trouble deciding between Revenant or Caliban as my next frame. Any recommendations? Revenant is much more of a defensive frame, so he can basically make himself completely invulnerable to all outside damage. He can also take over enemies as thralls and turn them on their allies, which acts as a form of crowd control of sorts. It's a soft control, takes the fire off of you. His other abilities, they work into it in various different ways, but his main focus is those two defensive sides, I would say, overall. Caliban, on the other hand, is much more offensive. So he can knock down a group of enemies, or rather knock up a group of enemies, lift them into the air, and that opens them up for a variety of damaging approaches. But the big thing is his laser beams, brings them together, creates a zone which strips all armor and shields, if you set it up correctly. His other abilities, honestly, I don't really think about them all that much when I think about Caliban. It's pretty much big old laser beams, and he can bring in the sentience to help him with a little bit of shield regen as well.
So think it from that perspective. Do you want someone to help you defend more or someone to help you attack more? It's very oversimplified, but when you're just picking between which one to go for next, you're going to get both eventually anyway. So pick the one that fits what you're looking for. More defense and more offense. That's how I'd break it down. That is how I would break it down there. Alright, let's have a look at the Nagantakas. Now this I can compare just side by side. A lot easier. Lots easier. Let's have a look at those stats then. Actually, I should look them the other way around. We want green numbers, not red. Green numbers look nicer. Okie dokie. So, Nagantaka Prime, it comes with an extra 2 in the magazine. Much more critical chance, following on like with the talons there. The damage has gone up. Looks like it's just pretty evenly split across the board there. That's cool. The burst fire now has a higher fire rate, and again the magazine up and damage stats up, yeah. So pretty much all the same details there. And the ult fire loses a barrage of bolts. All bolts have a chance to cause bleeding, headshots have a chance to increase reload speed, and it is the same on this one. Okay. Interesting, so the description doesn't give away anything special about the Nagantaka Prime. It's got better stats, but it doesn't seem to note anything particularly special. That's very interesting. I'm sure at least one of you has had a look at the wiki. I haven't had a look at the wiki so far, but in case anyone has, is there anything special that's not being noticed here? Is there anything special that's not been put into this description, or I've just overlooked so far? Otherwise it just looks like we've got a stat buff, which is a nice stat buff, but just a stat buff. RC3 say, hey Ken, do you have an exclusive glyph we can redeem in-game? Unfortunately not, no. I do not have a glyph as yet in-game. Not at all. Caliber looks cool. Why doesn't he float? Well, he floats when he's stood still, but that's because, unlike Wisp, who floats because she is a buttless wisp, or Titania, who has actual wings, Caliban floats through sheer edge. But if he's focused on actually doing stuff, like, you know, running around, shooting guys and whatnot, he can't focus on being a bit of an edgelord, and so he can't float. So, Caliban only floats when he is idle, and therefore devotes attention to being just that little bit edgier. Titania doesn't float unless primed? Well, okay. Prime superpower. We all know that Prime is just superior anyway. Bullybee saying no, same functionality as the base. I was fearing that the Nagantaka might end up with base details. I was really fearing that it might end up with just base details. No special effects or what they're going on. But hey, we'll roll with it. We'll roll. Maybe it could be good, maybe not. We'll see. You know what I have to do is obviously upgrade it. There we go. Because we're not going to start testing things without catalysts and reactors in. I should do the same right now for Garuda before I forget. Let's just do that. There, I've got 5 of them. It's all fine. Yeah, but that's for both the Nagantaka and Nagantaka Prime Rhino. So while the numbers might be different, and that needs testing, the actual feature itself is the same between both of them, Rhino. That's the point. It's not got something unique to it there. Whereas certain Prime weapons do get unique buffs. Not in this case. Alrighty, let's see. So, modding Garuda. Modding new Garuda. Current day Garuda. Garuda as she's been switched over to. She comes with a nice split of polarities here. We got a V, a dash, and a D. Of course, all the usual suspects in terms of every bit around. What did I have? Garuda Standard. What did I last build for? Alright, I can pretty much copy that. We'll work with it. We'll see if I want to go down a different route. I probably do actually want to focus on strength instead. Let's roll with this. So, health tank, rolling guard adaptation, flow, stretch now minded. Let's do it. We'll figure out what's actually a suitable build later. This is just to get us cracking at the moment. Or V polarity, steel charge, why not? Why not? Steel fiber into here, vitality in I think we had a downright narrow-minded, we got rolling guard. For the V polarity, rather than going for continuity, I will go for intensify. Go. There were adaptation, prime flow, and what was it? Stretch? I think it was stretch. Stretch, because it makes a range drop there. There we go. There we go. We'll give that a try. Rhino was saying I can see a full Umbral build being nice, but that's expensive in terms of capacity and former. Yeah, the former is the really spicy bit there. The former will be really spicy to try fitting this. I mean, we've already got 3 polarities on here, and the capacity doesn't exactly have a lot of room to work with, so, you know, we can't exactly form other things to get away with not forming in the Umbrals. Remember Arcanes, Bane of Existence? Yeah. We can grab some Arcanes. Good old Arcane Energize. Do we want that? Yeah, we want that. And I'm going to be taking health damage. Why not? Avenger. We'll do some building. We'll work her out throughout the rest of this stream. Now, Nagantaka. Nagantaka, thankfully not having an AoE means I don't need to put in Prime Firestorm. Downside, because it has no AoE, it's probably going to suck. But we'll do what we can with it. So, Galvanized Chamber is a pickup there. Let's see. Do we put an adapter on? Yeah, sure, why not? There we go. And we'll go for some Primary Merciless on here. That's give us some base damage to get everything going on. Let's see. Now, because it doesn't have an AoE, Galvanized Aptitude can actually get some work done, so that can be nice. We can go for a simple viral approach, get some of that going as well. And then crits. Obviously, we're going to have some crits, so crit delay and vital sense. Running very short on space now because I have not formed it at all. Still early days on this one. What can I fit on for 8? What can we sneak into the very end of this modding? Oh. Get some reload speed. How's that reload looking? It's 1.8. That is actually a pretty long amount of time. Or we could go thermite rounds. I might actually. Why not? Eat viral slash? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Now, as a Corvas Prime, we're just getting through that stuff, Quintus. We just had a look at these two's base stats. Now, we just need to have a look at the Corvas. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to put it straight into here, am I? No. So, I'm going to need to look at it through this side for a moment. Corvas. So first, stat comparison. Let's see what we got here. The magazine goes down. Ooh. Magazine goes down. The reload is 3 times faster, mind you. That's strange that they decided of all the things that needed to happen, they needed to nerf the magazine on it. That's, okay. Alright. We'll work with that. Let's see then. The crits go up a little bit and a decent bit. Not terrible there. Status, quite the improvement. Total damage, that goes up a fair chunk as well. Notice only a little bit goes into impact and a lot of it goes into heat. That's good. It's putting more on the heat than it back there. And charge shot, we're seeing again crits go up quite a bit. Status goes up quite a bit. Crit multiplier stays where it is. And then shot on here also goes up by a decent amount. That one seems to have close to the same distribution, but I think the heat getting slightly more of the benefit again. It's got slightly more heat distribution than the class. Okay. No improvements to things like charge rate, accuracy, fire rate, any of that lot. So this is just pure on-hit changes by the looks of it, and then a reload buff. Corvas being weird for Garuda. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected it for Garuda. No. I would not have expected this to be the Garuda Prime's second Prime weapon, but hey. It gives us something a little bit different. I don't mind at least a little bit different, yeah. Some Mother Claws as well? Ah yes, I will get onto that Vahina, don't worry. Hello Master Zombie, how are you doing today? That's Aerospace wants to grab mag changes. Yeah, yep. Don't worry, Rhino, we're working through it, don't you worry. Bit by bit. Bit by bit. Just gotta do that, and then that. There we go. Yep, fully sorted on that side. So now let's have a look at the heavy weapon side of stuff. What I'm going to have to do is compare downwards on this one. Just because I don't have the Corvus heavy weapon setup. I ain't going to spend on that. So, in atmosphere. Okay, now we're seeing quite some differences going on here. So Corvas Prime has 100 accuracy in atmosphere versus 9.1 for the normal Corvas. Interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. The range has had a significant buff for normal Corvas. Multi-shot to not multi-shot. Hold on. Is something going on here, or is it telling me that Corvas is a single shot hitter now? That can't be right. That can't be right. Hold up. Nah, something's got to be off here. Because here, it talks about flat cannon, but neither of them have a multi-shot stat to talk about, right? Now if we open up here, multi-shot. No? Okay. It's like the Arcoplasma? Okay, we'll have to look into that then. The fact that on the Arcwing here, we've got absolutely no change on that side. It doesn't appear to have a different approach to how the weapon operates. But when we look at the heavy weapon side, we do see a change. A pretty substantial one, because it goes from projectile based to just direct action based. That's very, very weird. I don't know on that then. Okay, we'll have to look into this. Now, it seems all the other stuff is also confusing, actually. We got puncture and slash on the projectiles of the normal Corvas, but impact heat on the Corvas Prime. No, something's screwy here. Something is screwy here. It's got to be bringing up the stats of something else. Why would it change damage types like that? Alright, you know what? I didn't want to have to do this. I'm going to do it. The science. 40 plat on science. Why not? Okay, now let's have a look. No, yeah, no, it's definitely... Get off of there. Yeah, it's definitely an IPS weapon. When used like this. What? The sunglasses fit on the map. Which sunglasses? What sunglasses? Oh, wow! Silly! Wow, okay, I did not see that coming. Yeah. Sunglasses on the math emote. Love it. Wow. Alright. Back on topic. Yeah, what is going on with this? I already did that to the Velocitus as well. Let's have a look. Velocitus in this mode has IPS magnetic, whereas up here it has IPS magnetic. Okay, no, I don't understand where you're going on that one. Unless it was previously and now fixed. Yeah. But that is very weird to me. What is going on with the Corvas here, quite frankly? So that makes it a lot harder to compare. Because they're functionally very, very different. Go figure. No matter. We can still test with what we've actually got. Hey, it gives something more interesting to look at and talk about, I suppose, you know? Yeah, let's get cracking with this. Alright, Raptor, you get on with your work then, absolutely. You take care, dude. Alright, so let's do some upgrading on this then. Let's do some upgrading. Let's give you some mods. So we got that one, we got that one, we got that one. Yep. So far, let's see. Now we want to also improve the crits. As always, improve the crits, so bam and bam. And then combustion rounds, because why not go overkill on the heat. Let's see, what else can we do here? Heat and status chance, yeah, it sounds fun. 6 left, let's do the quick reload, why not? Yeah, there's another one. Why is reload 2.0 in ground mode, but 1.0 in space mode? Okay. Sure, yeah, sure. Okay, this game is full of so many exceptions and contradictions. Yeah. Space Arch can recharge rather than reload? I do know that, yeah. I do know that, but even then, it's still an important stat to it. Reload also applies on, recharge also applies on your Necromech. I use quick reload on my Morzelon for that very reason, in fact. As you see, the reloads, the time seconds to refill from empty, 2 seconds. Whereas without that, 4 seconds, that makes one hell of a difference, really, in the Morzelon usage, because it's actually the delay before it starts to recharge, if I recall correctly. Alright, oh, not the K-Drive. No one needs to see a K-Drive. Alright, so we got some weird stuff going on. Nagantaka has at least some stat up. Garuda Prime stats we'll have to have a look once fully ranked. The Corvas is just being weird, and the Talons seem to be statted up as well. So, yeah, we're a bit all over the place. Yeah, of course we already had Kenwood Shades. Of course we do, Space Cadet. But now we can have 2. Let's see, I've forgotten. Which one of these do we want on here? Ah! To the wiki! Let's have a look. Which one do we want to use? Let's see. What's 4 Riders got going for it? 4 Riders has a slash proc here, otherwise... And the one moving is 411. Okie dokie. What we got over here then? What's the other ones like? Malicious Raptor has some more slash to work with on standing and has 500% on the moving. Cool. And then this one. Ooh, AoE. AoE is nice. We got a single slash, but not a lot of it. And the percentage is still pretty decent. Don't do that. Yeah, because it's still a lot higher than that one. So I think because the AoE, I'm going to say Vermilion Storm. Yeah, it looks like Malicious Rapture is a good one for putting out even more slash. But Vermilion Storm, that AoE. Yeah. Alright, cool. Science conducted. What did I just say? Vermilion Storm? Yeah. Alright, cool. Easy decision. Easy. That's Shades to Kenwood Shades, oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, we've got V polarity and dash polarity to start with here. Let's go for a combo build, because why not? Combo is always fun. For that as well, we'll go Weeping Wounds, because let's just dial it up to 11, why not? Organ Chatter, don't mind if I do. Condition Overload, sense to me. Makes absolutely sense to me. Although, will we get a lot of status without a primer? If I don't bring a primer, will I actually get a lot there that's worth it? You know what? Without a primer, I'm going to go for Prime Pressure Point. Just because, yeah, I don't really like using primers, to be quite honest. Not the playstyle I want. That range is lacking, so I will put Prime Reach onto here. Would like to have some viral in this setup, so that is always good to have. There we go. And then we got 4 up to 8 that can go on that dash polarity because yeah, we've only got the 1 V polarity on here. So what can we get for an 8 dash? Anything maybe? Probably just by dash. Let's have a look. I mean, I could get a load of slash actually. I could get a hell of a load of slash. Carnus Mandible is unfortunately a 9, so 9's not going to fit onto this setup. Yeah, I have got the most expensive mod on that V polarity there, so I'd need to former it to get that one fair now. But you're right, that would be a nice one as well. Give us that status as well as a 90% slash rather than just 90 slash. That would be just a direct upgrade. But unfortunately at the moment, that's the best one for the slot. It is, however, still a good one because this weapon is almost entirely slash to begin with, and now we got more slash than viral. Very nice. So, yeah, as far as a no former build goes, you know what? I'm actually quite happy with that one. I'm quite happy with that. The option to switch out pressure point for condition overload is there, but that won't fit in with without downranking yet another mod somewhere. Which I suppose you could do by, you know, just using downrank versions of things. You don't need that much viral. I suppose, for example, I could scroll all the way down here. I could do that. Which also actually opens up, now I think about it, kind of smellable. There we go. Hey! We're thinking. We're actually thinking. That's always a good thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We got the Talon set up. We got the Nagantaka set up. I think I modded it, didn't I? Yeah. Got work that needs to. We've got Garuda set up, and we've got the heavy weapon ready to go. Alright then, guys. Alright. Now, if I go to Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, I won't be able to use the Corvas, which is just absolutely not an option. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go over to Sedna here. We're going to go to Hydron. I know. Classic. Classic of all places. I'd consider going to Helene, but I actually have more Oracle cells that I know what to do with. I'm going to go to the Sedna one. Why not? If you would like to join me in a little bit of leveling real quickly on Sedna then, send a message to me in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad. We're going to go get ourselves a little bit of affinity real quickly over there. In fact, we'll swing by a, what do you call it, a relay, grab the affinity booster from there as well, and then we'll go Hydron. Why I'm not doing Railjack Survival? Nah, Renuvo. Because Railjack Survival is unfortunately going to be a bit higher level at the moment. I want to get a feel for the weapons, just how they play, how they operate, and then scale it up to the level. Okay? You don't dive into a song trying to belt it out absolutely perfectly. You work on the basics first. So we'll work on the basics, get a bit of simple leveling in, feel what the weapon is like, and then take it from there. I imagine if someone uses pick a frame when I'm going to level, well, I will just reject it for that Snake Raider, quite honestly, yeah. Alright, let's head on over to Strata Relay. Let's go get the buff for the moment. Fanta Killer, I'm immediately rejecting that. Well done, have your points back. I literally just told you I would reject it, so there you are. You go have that back. Next time you do that, I'm keeping the points. Let's go trigger a buff, shall we? A quick affinity blessing. Who we got anyway? We got Pendragon is here, obviously. Is there any more people around? I don't actually see much in the way of people. It's like nope, those are all NPCs down there. It said busy. It said busy. This place is not bloody busy. Like, when I say busy, I expect there to be plenty of people around. We got Mevin here. Mind we no longer have Mevin here. Even want to tell us which relay we're on? Can't remember. We're on 3. I'm pretty sure I picked 1. So there we go. That's what happened. I picked number 1 and it said, nah mate, nah. 1's busy. Go to 3. God damn it, when you can't even select the relay you want to go to. What is this game coming to sometimes? Alright, well, to the 4 people in this relay then, let's give out the affinity blessing. Oh, never mind, there was more than 4. Never mind, there was like 5. There were 5. Alright. Sorted. Certainly does look a little bit imposing in this area, doesn't she? Yeah. Although, hang on, what's going on? What? Hang on. Why are the tassels up out front? You can see on my character here, they're fine. Yeah, they swing around, but they're fine. They sit back down again. So why over here are the tassels Yeah, okay. Sure. We just got ourselves some shoulder spikes, yeah. Dramatic wind effect? I mean, maybe, but... they glued them? Yeah, whoever's doing the sculpting for this particular statue, like, you got the details. But the physics leaves something to be desired. Oh no, I'm just sad. Alright, fine, we'll leave. Whoever it was didn't even stick around to look at their handiwork. Ugh. Ugh. A waste. Alright, whatever. We can't be there forever anyway. Let's head on over, guys. Let's head on over. Now, noticing the absolutely overwhelming number of messages coming through, I hear you loud and clear. Let's head to Hydron. We'll see what randoms we pick up. We'll see what we pick up over there. Oh yeah, the default colours on Garuda actually do look really nice. I'm genuinely tempted not to change her default colours because they do just look lovely. Kitty, cheers. Thank you.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
No, that's fine, Tilly, that's fine. Alright. Ability not unlocked. Ah, yes, I have to level the frame first before I can use ability. Right, that is a thing. I forgot about that. I also forgot that my Sentinel is going to make it really hard to test weapons when it just kind of murders everything. Yeah, that's going to make this interesting. Sentinel go burr. Could use brighter versions? I suppose I could, yeah. I could go for brighter versions. You're right. Oh, that's too slow. Boycott Sentinel? No! We don't need to boycott Sentinel. Sentinel just needs to, you know, get a little bit of chill, you know? They need to calm down. Nimai, it's no space before the word ticket, because if you do it with a space, you're not actually entered. There you are. Okay, so spam clicking, we can get a decent fire rate spam clicking. Yeah, that's quite usable. Reserve ammo 1000. Wow, okay, if you run out of ammo with the Nagantaka, you're doing it wrong. No, this isn't full auto when you click. It's definitely semi-automatic there. It's full auto when you do the alt fire, which just empties the entire magazine whether you want it to or not. That just goes. So yeah, that's a... I wonder if this might benefit from a magazine extension. I wonder. What about to be? Let me show you. Click. Yeah, definitely not automatic. Click during the alt fire. Does nothing, no. You can't cancel the alt fire. You might be able to cancel by rolling. Oh, yes, you can cancel the alt fire by rolling. Okay. That's a thing. Is the Nagantaka still the better crossbow? That's what we're looking into at the moment, Tilly. We are looking at just how good the Nagantaka Prime actually is. Getting a feel for it. Obviously at this level, and with the modding I've got going on with it, it's gonna kind of slap. Also, the fire rate I have here is buffed by a wisp on the team, so bear that in mind. Can you cancel with melee? Yes, you can. The more you know. Can I use punch through to kill these guys through the wall? Yes, I can. Now, there is definitely that projectile travel time to be considered. I should probably start using some abilities as well. Let's, okay, we got a wisp on the team, so Blood Altar is unnecessary. I can use this one, you know. Ooh, look at the prime details on that. Ooh. Oh, that is grand right there. That is definitely grand. Yeah, I caught that Rhino. I caught that. There we go. Alright, we've now got access to bloodletting. Seeing as I'm not really using abilities at the moment, I'm going to hold off on that. Also, wow, that bloody effect on the projectile as well. That's a little bit too much edge for me, I think, actually. This is a very edgy frame. Is this the old Garuda blood ephemera? So this is just the blood that appears on Garuda as you get up a damage bonus. And now that the damage bonus is based on kills rather than health loss, she gets very bloody very quickly. Yeah. Is Rhino Prime worth it? Worth it, how do you mean, Red Guardian? Like, worth it instead of just normal Rhino? Depends on if you want the mastery points and if you want to spend the plat and if you want gold iron skin rather than iron skin. Yeah, this isn't an ephemera. This is just an innate, change of self, a change of appearance. Well. Yeah, there's going to be some slight stat differences on Rhino Prime versus Rhino. There's going to be the fact that Rhino Prime can activate the Death Orbs in the Void, get some energy. Otherwise, there's not a huge amount of difference between Primes and their standard variants. Not a huge amount of difference, so it mostly comes down to the looks, the polarities, if you don't want to be formering, and the mastery rank points. Compare that against the price or difficulty of obtaining it. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, her passive drain rate is really generous. Like, I think it sits still for 5 seconds and then goes down once 1% every 2 seconds. So if you get a kill, was it every 15 seconds? You maintain her passive at full. So, you're fine. 1 kill every 15 seconds. Her passive stays at full power. You're fine. Already took the power you got it to. More than that, you'll go up to full power eventually. Let's use some melee. Let's give that a try now for a bit. And of course, we learn, first of all, my carrier is once again killing some of the enemies before I get to them, but secondly, the talons are good. Yeah, who knew? We're on Hydron. Of course, everything's going to be... everything's going to work. Is the passive significant at all? Oh, it's definitely significant. To my understanding, I haven't tested it, but to my understanding, the passive is multiplicative with every other bonus source. So it is straight up, you get double damage on everything. Your weapons all just deal double damage whilst that is fully up. Because if it was additive, then none of the Garuda mains will be making such a deal about her existence. But my understanding, it's not additive, it's multiplicative. If it turns out it is additive, then I'll be disappointed, quite frankly. As you know, additive 100% damage compared to things like Wukong, Protea, that'd be a bit daft. So the Garuda changes have basically been, hey, we've added in some iframes, so that whilst you are casting abilities, you don't die. Her passive is now scaled off kills rather than low health. So she is no longer the Dark of Warframe. And then some stat tweaks, and her shield is more responsive. It turns quicker. Instantly if you're aiming. That's pretty much the long and short of it, as far as I remember. I think there's been some tweaks to how her casting works as well. Just little bits of how you animate it, but those aren't really that significant compared to the rest. But yeah, the passive change is pretty huge, and then the iframes are just nice quality of life. Would they boost her survivability when her passive requires less? Well, actually, it's more that she can now engage with more content more readily, because you'll notice that Garuda actually lacks much in the defense department. Her defense is this shield. Now, sure, you can turn around to block other directions, you know, look at the enemies, as someone very helpfully pointed out on Reddit. Yeah, sure, you can look at the enemies. So what do you do when there is an enemy there and an enemy there? What do you do? Okay, which enemy do you look at to not die? The answer is you can't. You're just going to have to react. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to actively deal with it. So her defense takes more effort than a lot of frames. A lot of frames. Most frames, their defenses are omnidirectional. Aside from that, she doesn't have other real defensive options. She can heal, sure, yeah, but healing works if you have adaptation and armor and all that stacking in, and she doesn't have a lot of armor. So you basically come down to keep moving, really. Yo, Hamdir, thank you very much for your subscription with Prime. Cheers, my dude. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your emotes to go with it, and of course, if you have yourself connected up on the Discord as well, you now have access to the supporter tea lounge. Thank you very much, my dude. Yeah, she's a glass cannon. She gets over 1,000 armor with Umbral build. Okay. Adding Gloom. Okay. When it comes to how good is this Warframe, if you hear the words add in Gloom, the person has already given up on trying to make it a good Warframe for defensive purposes. Because Gloom is defense. Massive AoE slow, very strong one, and self-healing for honestly a very handleable cost. Subsumable onto any Warframe. When someone tells you just add Gloom, they've given up on focusing on the frame itself. So yeah, Gloom is strong. That is news to absolutely no one at this point. I'm just saying cheers, love your videos, still learning new stuff, even after 1,000 hours in the game. Cheers, buddy. Glad you've been enjoying the challenge, learning new bits and pieces. Hopefully, the video that will be coming out later this week, you'll learn even more stuff from it as well, because this next video is going to be clearing up some details from the community. In case any of y'all missed it, I put out a community post about a week or so ago, asking basically what confuses people in this game, and there was quite a few responses, so I'll be tackling a few of those in the next video, so everyone can get learnt. Yeah, Gloom comes from Sevagoth. You get from the Call of Tempestari quest. So yeah, with if you don't look at Gloom as the answer, the defensive options on Garuda are basically cast a shield, remember to cast a shield, remember to focus the shield towards where the enemies are, so make sure you are getting yourself on one side of them, maybe back yourself into a corner and hope for the best, or die. She's a glass cannon. She has just slightly more defensive options than Banshee in that regard. Just slightly more. So, at least she can get the invuln whilst casting. Banshee doesn't even get that. Banshee is the epitome of no defense. But aside from that, yeah. She kind of lacks in that regard. And so, having those iframes on casting does certainly help out with her survivability. Whilst her passive no longer wants her to be on the brink of death, it also kind of acknowledges that maybe you don't want to have a gameplay style focused around always being one-shottable to the tiniest bit of toxin. No? Not counting quick thinking, which was basically everyone's solution to playing Garuda. Just quick thinking. Banshee's a capable frame, don't get me wrong. She's got lots of options to work with. It's just that she is a glass cannon. There is no getting around that. She is.
Alright, let's do this. Esprit, redeem the joke. Got it? Okay. A limbo contestant walks into a bar. He is then disqualified.
I don't quite get it aside from the whole being in the rift, but Esprit, thank you very much for your resubscription on to now 7 months, my dude. Thank you very, very much, my dude. As far as bad jokes go, I'm glad you redeemed Tell a Bad Joke, because that was bad. That was bad. Has it really taken me this long to pick up 8 rare mods? Are you for real? Eh, whatever. Of course, Limbo's a sport. Yep, Limbo is a sport. I completely forgot that that is a thing. Oh, shit. Well. Yeah, that's a thing. That's, yeah. I'm just going to call down my heavy weapon now. Let's talk about something entirely different. Let's talk about Corvas Prime. Let's have a look at this then, shall we? Where's the enemies gone? Why are they all scared now? Okay. The kickback on that. Oh, there's a heck of a delay on firing. Woo. Can I stop that with Prime Sure-Footed or something? Because Jesus. Quick shot, I can just kind of, you know, do that with. But, crikey, that charge shot. Oh, wow. That did a bit of work. Was that 258,000? That looked like 258,000. I mean, I ain't complaining. That might have been viral procced. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was viral procced, but still. But yeah, let's have a look at that kickback. It's not 3 meters, but oh, that is a delay in half. Because I'm spamming to click to get the charging going again. Yeah, it does feel like an odd choice for Garuda, doesn't it? Like, it's not very slashy, it's not very bleedy. It's yeah. It's very loud. Very brutish. Alright, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Flap. Flap, flap, flap. I can work with that. But, 258k no viral? Oh, was it definitely no viral? Because I've got my Sentinel here. Sentinel can kind of get in the way of stuff, but if it was without the Sentinel messing things up, that's pretty spicy. That was a 283k. How are we doing here? Apparently I've done 57% of the damage with 500 kills. Yikes, guys. Alright, now I'm not actually leveled up on anything other than the Talons so far, so we're going to have to keep going. Have my mouse back, thank you. Definitely going to keep going. We're going to do something that very few people ever actually see in a public squad. We're going to reach wave 20 of Hydron. I know, crazy. Is it worth the Gravity Mag? Well, that's what we're looking into, Black Rose. That's what we're looking into. I need to level it up to, you know, properly appreciate it. It might be worth a former or two, just to really ramp it up. Probably one. We'll see. We'll see what we can make of it. What I can do is I can also test out on my Necromech to get a good comparison going there. Yeah, even if I'm nowhere near a wall, I get that massive kickback on the charge shots. Alright, let's see. Can I need to know where the enemy is to test that punch through. Yeah, no, I don't know what punch through you're talking about, because I ain't getting it. Unless it's just body punch through, in which case it's basically the big catch boom. This also explains why we don't see anything about pellets, isn't it, actually? Now I think about it. It is quite literally a big catch boom with a charge shot. Yeah. No pellets, just catch moon. And if you get into a tempo, you can actually get a pretty good fire rate. Obviously, I just burned through the rest of my ammo. Well, that was fun. We'll see that again in 5 minutes. All the lap? Absolutely. It may not have an AoE radial, but it certainly covers a corridor. It certainly covers a corridor, and that can come in quite handy in certain places, because the downside with ordinary punch-through is that ordinary punch-through applies to things like, you know, the Nagantaka here, where it's a single tiny projectile. You basically fire a needle straight through stuff. Does Blood Altars, Blood Forge restore heavy weapon ammo? Good question. Haven't ever checked. We can have a look into that. Yeah, normal punch-through, you're basically just making a needle shot into a continuous needle shot. It just keeps going. But when you have a wide projectile with punch-through, that can clear corridors and even parts of rooms. You know, you think a wide projectile across this, that would just cleave through a whole section of enemies. It's part of what makes the catch moon so powerful, the full moon, things to that effect. Quite so devastating. The Archoplasma was another good example. So that could be pretty spicy, you know? Now I have already modded the Corvas here quite heavily too. Oh yeah, no, I'm not seeing any synergy whatsoever, Hamdir. I'm not seeing any synergy whatsoever. But at the same time, didn't Volt come with the Odonata Prime? Like, Odonata, what's that got to do with Volt, you know? Aside from both being starter things. It is a bit odd that they effectively give Garuda Prime herself one true weapon. It doesn't seem very thematic, but I mean, it's nice to have a primed arch weapon. There's at least that, and it seems fun to use. Oh, I see, Rhino. I see. So it reloads the heavy weapon, but it doesn't spare any ammo. That's not really necessary, though. I believe this is the first prime arch gun, yes. I think it is, Grinaldi. If it isn't, it's the first one that matters, because I can't remember the others existing. Yeah, previously we've had, what's it? Imperator Vandal, or Imperator Vandal, however you're supposed to pronounce that one. There's the Vandal, but there's not been a Prime before, I don't think. Perhaps they count the Talons as another weapon? I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point, yeah. The Talons could conceivably be considered another weapon. What did they do, though, for Mesa Prime? What were Mesa Prime's weapons? Because Mesa obviously has her exalted gun. Pair of gun. So what did they do there? That's the question. First Arch Weapon Prime. Well, yeah. If they prime an Arch Melee, they better have fixed the mods for Arch Melees first. You know? Actigara and Redeemer. Okay, well, that's very thematic to Mesa. There is no getting around that. Actigara and Redeemer? Yeah, that's Mesa. That's got Mesa written all over it, hasn't it? Never mind. No one is questioning the theme on that one. Let's just pop a load of this over here. I've not really been focusing on the abilities so much, but we can start messing around. Mostly because at this level we're not really challenged. We're getting a feel for the weapons so that I know how to apply them. Yeah. We can do some more of this. We can do some more of this and just kind of set literally everything bleeding. When even the electric damage from the Wisp motes causes bleeds, you know, things got on a bit weird then. Yeah, Mesa's passive is very odd. Alright, we'll drop out there. It's fine, we'll drop out. At least we've done the Night Wave. I didn't even realise we were doing that. Okay. That works. Nagantaka is fully ranked. Garuda Talons ranked. Garuda Prime nearly ranked. Corvas Prime Bit to go. Bit to go. But that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Oh yeah. It'd be interesting if there was a secondary to go with this, though. What secondary would we put with her? That's the question. Obviously, it can't be Despair, because that's a Stalker thing. You probably want Throwing Knives. Someone mentioned about Throwing Knives, and that does sound somewhat reasonable to me. So, I don't have much in the way of Throwing Knives. I get on rid of all the rest of them. Yeah, Spirit could have been a 1. Spirit could have been a 1 if they went that way. Honestly, I don't see it's too necessary to focus down that. Oh, Spirit Prime already exists, does it? Ah, shows what I know. I don't pay attention to that stuff all that much. Let me see, does it already exist? Someone just blowing smoke on my ass. It doesn't exist. Yeah. Cosmo! Spirit Prime is just really rare. Wait, no, there. Wait, why? How? Sorry, never mind. I got this sorted by name. Sorry, Cosmo, I take it back. I've got this sorted by name. Why is this here, not there? What? 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 Capitals? Oh, right. Okay. So the whole let's change everything into a consistent font. That's going well, isn't it? Oh my. You think it's sorting by ranked and then non-ranked first? No, that's definitely sorted by name. But no, capitals makes plenty sense. Yeah. Do I have anything partially ranked? Oh, well, this confirms. Yeah, look at this. This is definitely not sorted by rank. Look at that. 32, 30, 32. That is absolutely not sorted by rank. It is sorted, but then the non-leveled ones are lowercase. And it is specifically based on my profile, because look, it's only the ones I've not got ranked are lowercase. How in the hell have they managed that? How in the hell have they managed to make it where only the unranked stuff is lowercase? That... That's a good one. That's a good one. Alright. Yeah. So much for making things consistent, eh? Yikes. Alright. Wow. That's a thing. You know what? I don't know what they actually intend to do with the whole making things capitals or not capitals. I'm just going to leave them to it. I'm just going to leave them to it. There is a certain amount of confusion around that, and you know what? I can still read it. I'll just leave them to it. It's buggy. It's buggy, but then it's not called bug frame for nothing, eh, guys? It's not called bug frame for nothing. Oh, please, Janetsu, no, please tell me no. No. Janetsu, please. Surely not. Surely you jest. Requiem 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cool. Roman numerals are now in lowercase. I mean, it's not even consistent. Look at it. These aren't lowercase i's. That's not a lowercase I. It's a Requiem level relic. Oh! 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 What is this? It's not even consistent in its horror. How? Why? Okay. It's a good thing we have fun with this game, isn't it? It's a good thing we actually enjoy the gameplay because, god damn it, the quality control at times is, Oh, oh no. Janitsu, you've unveiled something very cursed on this channel today. Oh boy. That is cursed. Alright. Now, we've tested pretty much everything about the basic stuff here. Got to do some more leveling, but we tested all the basic stuff. So, let's test the rest that we haven't checked actually so far. You know? There's a certain detail we haven't actually gone through. Actually, not... Oh yeah, fine. We'll do the sabotage one. It's fine. Oh, we got an MR6. Oh. Oh dear, dear, dear. Some of the old quests in the codex, no punctuation. Yikes. Alright, let's try out the Corvas here now. Let's try... When did my Arcwing get so fast? I do not remember that. Okay. It's got that charge effect again. Or the ability to quick fire. Ooh, that is a quick regen on it. Ooh. With that mod on it, that regen is... Look at this. I can just launch off shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. And then regen. Zip. Done. That's nice. And that's got a damn good range on it too. Yeah, that's a pretty spicy range on it. Nice wide projectile. Yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. I actually do say I like that. I want to compare to the normal Corvas for the firing style, so we'll have a look at that in a second as well. See what's going on between normal Corvas and the new one. Oh, Gambit Mech. Okay, Gambit Mech. I'll let you off this time because that's actually a funny joke. I'll let you off. We have a rule. We have a rule against bad jokes here, but that's actually a good one. I'll let you off, Gambit Tech. Would I say the quality control is a case-by-case situation? Oh dear. Does her passive work in Arcwing? That is a very good question. That is a very, very good question. I wasn't really paying attention to that, but I don't know how I'm going to test that. I don't know how I'm going to test that. You assume not, Mannequin? I mean, you know what they say about what happens when you assume? An ass, that's a you. So that needs a further look in. Let's see if our little newbie here takes a walk. Are they gonna stick around? There they go. All right. How long have they been in the game? 65 hours. Okay, you know they've been around a bit. Been around a bit. Let's leave them to their life now. All right. Let's see. How can we test this? How can we test this? What I can do is... Do any of these damage on them? No, they don't. Okay, we'll switch off Amisha. I'll switch to... Does it still have damage? Oh, it's an Arthur definitely does. Garuda Prime, of course. Here we go. This is 1500 damage per shot. Okay. That's the pulse. The volley here. Volley here. Number of missiles... Why is there not a damage stat on my volley? What? When you have to go to a wiki to find out how much damage your ability does. Right, here we go. Okay. Missiles inflict 300 blast damage on impact and 40 blast damage in an AoE. Got it. Not affected by strength or anything. I shouldn't have to wiki this. Flashbang browser? Oh, deal with it. Not everything is in dark mode. You know, some of us actually want to be able to read what's happening and not live our lives in constant darkness, okay? Flashbang browser. You know, actually, you know what? Just for that. This one? Nope. This channel? Nope. This channel? There's one of the channels. There we go. And is this the other one? Oh, it's one. There we go. Alright then. Lovely. Just for that, we've now made my Garuda even brighter than before. Janitsu, there you go. Darkness is warm and comforting. You guys have been in pure depressive state for a little bit too long, you know? Time to get worried about some of y'all. That aside, let's check this out then. Let's check this out. I don't have the default color palette unlocked. No, I don't. Also, what is the modding on this? Okay. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to test out Seeking Fire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it early on. We're going to get kills, and then we'll see what happens to the damage. So, Pendragon, I'm actually going to drop squad just because I know what you viewers are like. You get trigger happy. So, Pendragon, I'm going to drop you out for a moment. Doing some testing. We're doing science. Doing science. Alright.
This is a sabotage mission.
Let's try this out. Because we saw that Garuda was definitely getting bloodier. Okay. Let's try out the missiles now and see if we can see the damage is happening. There was so many effects that I genuinely could not see. That did not go to plan. Let's try that again. Well, I saw a crit of 197. Let's get some kills now, I guess. Let's see. $297. It might be going up. 318, 358. No crits, so no comparison. I mean, it's up to 731 damage now, and it shouldn't be 731 without something buffing it, right? But then I'm also seeing hundreds. Oh wait, yeah, the 100 is the blast. That was 50 radial, right? And then it was 300 on direct hit. You know, guys, I might actually think that the passive is working. Because yeah, that 100, or is that a crit? Can this crit? Is it just yellowing for the sake of yellowing? Oh, I can't tell. I genuinely can't tell with this game. I genuinely cannot tell with this game. Well, at least that's done.
The power
Yeah, that was, That's impossible for me to say right now. I mean, the arcane procs, you know? So Warframe modding is involved in some way. Oh, I saw a 50 there, though. No, I saw a 50 damage. Yeah, I hit 329 on the shield and then 50 damage. Separately. I have reason to believe that it's not buffing it after all. That it just crits, and I didn't notice that bit in the ability description on the wiki, because again, the game was like, you don't need to know how much damage it does, it's just missiles. Just fire the missiles, Tenno. Shoot the shooty shoots. Yeah. Let's have a look back at that that page here. Flashbang. Yeah, 300 damage. Oh, it's 40 blast. Let me see. Oh, there's bonus damage that might have been coming in there. Machinery and fossilize as well, so... Right. So what I could take from this so far is that this didn't actually help. That didn't clear up a single damn thing. Okay. Right. Instead then, what I'll do is I'll do it again, but I'll use the Corvas for testing. There's no way that can go wrong, right? Surely that will be consistent in the amount of damage dealt. Might be worth testing with high HP targets. It's more the fact there's just so much mess on the screen. It was hard to actually read what was happening there, Mrs. Creed. We don't need high HP targets. We just need to see if the damage goes up. If anything, high HP targets might make it more difficult. Because then I won't be able to get the kills to build up the passive properly. Okay, so we're getting a yellow damage of 30k. That's a hit on the health of 30k. And very noticeably, it's not already... Well, 32k? 50k? Wait, this isn't a fair test either. Oh, god damn it. I mean, the numbers do seem like they're going up. But then I can't be certain. You know? The only way I could be certain would be to repeat this with another frame and see if the numbers come out consistent. Ah, this is a pain. Because it looks like her passive is activated, you know? Wow, 110k crit. Double crit. Hell, how am I even getting orange crits? Where am I getting the bonus for an orange crit to be coming from? Corvas says damage fall off? Oh no, please no. Okay, there I'm hitting the shield more than the health, which has been really weird again now. So... Space Kavat? I don't even have a Kavat equipped though, Esprit. Oh, it might be my Arcane Avenger. And it just doesn't want to show me that that's happening. It might be that. But yeah, this is very inconclusive. Vigilante set wouldn't affect it because Vigilante affects primary, and believe it or not, arch guns are not primary weapons. They are arch weapons. Yeah, that would definitely not be having an effect. Yeah, that's got to be my Avenger. Is it sounds one? We could have a look at that. Alright. We hit 12k on these. 12 and nearly 12, nearly 12. I mean, that would be a test, you know? If I come back with another frame, see if I hit less than 12 on these. That could be a test. Alright, we'll do that.
The power core has been destroyed.
Oh yeah, it'd be really nice if this game could actually consistently communicate what affects what, but yeah. This game doesn't want to give you information. A few years back, I'm sure one of the devs was famously quoted as saying they didn't want it to become a numbers game, and that's one of the reasons they were against the simulacrum. Like, hello, the entirety of modding is a numbers game, so what? Or just don't shoot anything on the way in? I mean, I could do that, you're right. Anyway, I could do that, yeah. We'll just fly through, kill nothing, see what happens. That's an idea. We'll see what happens when I just fly straight through and then do it. Yes, Space Cadet, that's right, that will happen. That's actually a bad thing, not a good thing, by the way. That is a bad thing, Space Cadet. I wonder if you can figure out why I'm saying that. Let's see if anyone can pick up on why it's a bad thing that every pellet procs its own slash when using with Garuda Seeking Talents. You can't figure it? Okay. So, Mannequin's halfway there. With the slash procs you get from the pellets, it's not like slash procs are magical I win buttons. It's just like the whole thing about red crits. Just because you get a slash proc, or just because you get a red crit, doesn't mean you've won the game, you've killed your enemy, win, go home. No. It just means you've got a slash proc. The amount of damage on that slash proc will depend on the amount of damage behind the pellet. Pure and simple. Now here's the thing. Just applying 30 slash procs, as you say, or 1 slash proc, doesn't matter. If you've got 1 slash proc that deals 3000 DPS, or 30 slash procs each dealing, what's that going to be, 100 DPS each, then you're going to get 3000 slash DPS either way. Doesn't matter. Now come up against an Acolyte, or any other status resistant enemy. If you hit them with 1 slash proc for 3000, they'll take 3000 per second. You hit them with 30 slash procs each for 100, they'll take 400 damage per second because they only get up to 4 slash procs. Any more than 4 procs, they just ignore it. So having distributed slash procs like that is actually a negative. At least if you've got guaranteed procs, which that's what Seeking Talents does. I shouldn't be killing. Oops. So yeah. Getting a bajillion slash procs, it's not actually helpful. Getting guaranteed slash procs, yeah, that's helpful, but the difference between 1 guaranteed slash proc and 30 guaranteed slash procs is as good as nothing. It just comes down to the amount of damage behind them, and then otherwise, can you actually apply those slash procs? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. No, we're fine, the waypoint's just being a dick. But yeah, think of the number of slash procs like the number of red crits you get. It doesn't matter how many you get, it matters if they're actually strong enough to do the job. Alright, let's see. So last time we got like 12k a hit. Here. Oh! 6k! Below 6k. Look! Oh! Guys, the science is conclusive. Garuda's passive absolutely works in Archwing. 100% guaranteed, confirmed right here. It works. It works.
The power core has been destroyed.
Tested it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Nemesis Greed, you're right. Yes, that's exactly it. Does that mean she's the best Archframe? I guess. It depends if other passives could be more beneficial, but I doubt they can be. Yeah, I think that just confirms that Garuda is the best Archwing frame until DE fixed this. Because, of course, it's something that is not supposed to happen, let's be honest now. That's definitely unintended. But until DE change that, Garuda will be the most damaging option for Archwing. Hands down. She just doubles the damage. This also confirms it's multiplicative. Yep, 100%. That confirms it's multiplicative as well, guys, because if we go into my equipment, we go on to the Corvas I was using there, I have got a bonus to damage on this, and yet I was still hitting the double when Garuda's passive was active. So it shows it is not additive to this, it is multiplicative. We just confirmed 2 tests in one. Garuda's passive is multiplicative and it works in Arcwing. Well, there we go. That's a double victory right there. So she's the best option until tomorrow. Oh, you give DE a little bit too much credit there, Fox Spirit. I mean, first they need to remember that Arcwing missions exist, you know? Oh, it'd be funny if it weren't so true. But yeah. Passive confirmed to work in Arcwing. That's impressive. Someone did just mention, yeah, Catacomb said they know that Equinox's passive works in Arcwing, so maybe they all do. Maybe they all do. It's just, like, what are the passives we got available, you know? It's up by name. We've got Slash Procs do more, but you're not doing that in Arcwing. We've got Don't Get Knocked Down If You're on the Ground. Space. Yeah, not happening. Silenced Arcwing weapons, maybe? Just making sure, do passives work on Railjack? Manakin, do you mean on the Railjack, like the Railjack weapons? Or do you mean on just on a Railjack mission? Because obviously when you're just on a Railjack mission, yeah, it'll work for your frame. But if it affects the actual weapons, that's... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you look at most frames, their passives are basically not going to matter. I mean, you can't triple jump with Arcwing because you can't jump. You can't jump, you know? Ability strength doesn't really matter there. Someone's already mentioned about that, but it's just a little bit of mini equilibrium. Yeah. I think Garuda's is pretty much about the only one that would actually matter. Excalibur would make Arcwing melee worth a nickel? Pfft, no. Just no. Test Wukong's passive? Aye. I'm pretty sure Wukong's passive won't apply, but you know what? Let's try it. For science. Oh, Zephyrs. Yeah, we could test Zephyrs after that. Does Arcwing count as being in the air? That... Ooh. What's Wukong's passive? If he dies, he doesn't die. He instead just gets better. That's basically it.
This is a sabotage mission. Reach
Something in the edge of my vision, right there. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah. Alright. Let's go die. I may have brought a strong Arcwing for this, so we'll see if this can work. Kill me! Kill me! I probably should have gone onto Sealed Path for this test. Hindsight's 2020, but this is 2022. Alright, the shields are down. Shields are down, guys. We're on our way. Arcane Grace just triggered. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. I literally cannot die on that mission because I have Arcane Grace equipped. That is... Oh, dear. Okay, that is... Yeah, that's something else. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Maybe this... I should probably take off Arcane Grace now that I think about it. Suffering from success right there. There we go. Okay. Now, let's die. Oh dear. Never thought I'd be too high level to be able to check if I could die in Arcwing. That's something new.
Our target is the reactor. Breach engineering and destroy it.
Alrighty, here's some enemies. Murder me! Oh, that's a lot better. There we go. They took out my shield in one shot. Nice. You never know, Sovereign. You never know. We're here. We might as well finish the test. We've seen another passive already work, so you never know. And... no. Okay. Well, that's disappointing. But to be expected. To be expected. Alright then. Let's see. What other ones we got? We got Zephyr. Let's try out the Zephyr one. Let's try out the Zephyr one. Zephyr. Okay, now let me make sure I've not got Avenger on. Yep, no Avenger. Good. Corvas Prime has a 88% crit chance. Okay. So, if Zephyr's passive works, I should get orange crits. If it doesn't work, I won't get orange crits. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Let's do the test then. I won't need to test with, what do you call it? Urali, because Urali only affects secondary, so we can once again forget that she exists. Alright, let's do this.
Our target is the reactor. Breach engineering and destroy it. Be careful.
Nope, nope. It's fine, we'll keep shooting. Nope. Oh, I just saw a non-crit, in fact. So, yeah, no, there's another non-crit. No. Zephyr's passive is not working here. We are not in the air, as it were. Yep, pretty certain that is that is a confirmed no-go. Who feather? Who? Yeah, space has no air, confirmed. Alright. We don't need to keep on that mission. We've already done our test. So yeah, it might actually be that Garuda, at least temporarily, is the best frame for Arkwing. Hands down. Garuda just gets double damage. What other options are there? I don't even remember what Baruch's passive is. Is it just the fact that he has his restraints and its damage reduction? I think it's that. Caliban's passive... being freaky? Passive. I've completely forgotten his passive. Oh, right. Passive resistance. Yeah, that's... okay. So, yeah. Jumps. Ability strength. Thud. Don't touch me, bro. Blind. Already checked. Battery. Dom. More shield. All the shield. Slam attacks don't exist. Sandy boy. Oh yeah, finishers don't exist. Enemy radar, so we don't actually care. Aura's passive. Isn't Aura's passive just Venari? Passive. Ooh. The passive on Lavos is obviously that when he picks up an energy orb, he gains 10 seconds of stasis immunity. So if you need a defensive passive, that could work if it works. Yeah. We've already gone past Caliban. Caliban's is you just gain resistance to incoming damage. It's an adaptation, but it stacks up to 50 rather than up to 90. So, you know, it sucks. Can't go in the rift. You can't wall latch. Seriously, just vacuum? No. Who needs a teeny tiny bit of health? You can't slide. Someone's already checked. Yes, you do gain the health, but eh. Measure, again, you can't slide. Wasn't it his mutation stacks or something? I don't know, something stupid. You don't get knocked down. Enemy targeting? Who cares? He ain't got a companion. What was I want? I think you gain energy on casting an ability. I think it is that. 1 energy per second. Which doesn't really matter, so we don't care. Bonus strength on every 4th ability cast. But we don't really care about that. We're not on the plains of Eidolon. Yeah, that was his one. Again, not getting knocked down or whatever it is. He's not doing slams and landings. Saren's kind of like Ash, but again, who cares? I'll knock down when shield breaks. Yeah, those are the other ones, basically. That's right, for Revenant back there. Sevagoth, well, it's going to be like Wukong's one, in which it's not a Warframe death, so screw you. Titania, cast ability, gain healing, not really that interesting. Trinity, faster revive, lol. Valkyr, no heavy landings, but we're not landing. Orban, more damage to lifted enemies, won't count. Volt, you're not running anywhere. Wisp, you're not in the air. We already confirmed that. We already checked, doesn't work. Zaku, what is Zaku's one? Just dodging, who cares? Already we know it won't work, and then Zeph we tested. So yeah, that's all of it. Garuda is the one, guys. That's it, Garuda's the one. Taking half damage in Arcwing sucks? Yeah, taking half damage in Arcwing does suck as an ability, yeah. Yeah, absolutely 100% does, and that's because if you care about the damage incoming whatsoever, you'll pick up the Amisha here. You'll cast something like Watchful Swarm, and now you don't care about damage anymore. Job done. So, yeah, genuinely, it turns out that Garuda is, in fact, the frame to use if you are going to go into an Arcwing mission. Wow. That is, yeah. That's cheeky. I don't think that is intended, but sure, we'll take it. Anything for DE to get more sales of Garuda Prime access packs, I suppose, you know? Of course, guys, don't forget, you might not need to buy a Garuda Prime access pack, and I don't mean you can just go out and grind out Garuda and all that Prime weapons like I did. Believe me, that takes a bit of effort. Because you see, on Sunday, in case any of you missed the post about it, I'm sure no one here did, but just to clarify, on Sunday, I'm going to be giving away a Garuda Prime access pack, and it's not going to be just Garuda. I'm going to be giving away Garuda Prime, Nagantaka Prime, Corvas Prime. I'm going to be giving away the glyphs, the accessories, 3,990 Platinum, and a couple boosters. All in one, because it is the top tier Prime access pack. But definitely do not miss that on Sunday. Because if you're not there, then you can't win it. Simple as. I'll just give it to someone else. Oh, yeah, make sure you do not miss that one out on Sunday. But for now, let's keep leveling these up. Let's keep testing these out. Let's go with... Oh yeah, we need to rank this up fully. I mean, that's the spirit, Snake Raider. No guarantees, but that's the spirit. Catacosmo, no. When it comes to Prime Access, we creators don't get it for free. I know a lot of people think we do. We don't, no. Augments, D usually will hand out, but Prime Access stuff, nope. No dice on that one. No dice. Alright, let's get Corvas all the way up. Let's do that first. Let's do that, and I'm going to take that back into that Arcwing. No, let's put it on my Necromech. Let's do it that way. What about Garuda piloting a Railjack? So, okay. We can try testing on the Railjack. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how easily we can test it. But we can try it. Let's get a baseline. You know what? We'll get back to the Corvas bit in a moment. Let's get this test done. Because otherwise you guys are gonna be asking until the end of goddamn time. So let's try that out. Let me see if I can get a baseline here. We'll take Lavos. Lavos doesn't have any damage boosts guaranteed. So let's try. Do they sometimes give out new base frames like Caliban? Not just for being in the creator program, no. I got Caliban as part of the, of the sponsored video that I put out for Caliban. So as part of that, DE provided me with Caliban in order to do the sponsored video. But otherwise, no. Ruby Blossom, do you have one in particular in mind? Or are you just asking to give me more things to answer? Because genuinely, I don't know what Warframe augments you could think would work in Railjack. So, do you have one in mind? Do they work on Arcwing? Okay, well, you know, I'm going to bounce you the same question again there, and then the follow-up question is going to be, have you seen anything to indicate they would work? Because that is so broad, I'm not going to start testing every augment. 100%, I'm not about to start testing every augment just to see if they work in Arcwing. you can find one that does work and then go, oh shit, look at this. And we don't have the dry dock here, do we? No. It took me to Strata. Okay. Probably because I went to Strata. Alright, let's do this. We'll do it solo, because again, we don't need someone messing up this test. Let's go Veil Proxima, let's go here, we'll just try it out, dip back, switch frame, try it again. Test it on the radiators and grenade missions. I could do that. I was also thinking of just using the Seeker Volley and seeing what damages we get pop up. Hopefully that would be consistent, but you know, might be different. Alright, let's see. Can I see the damage ticks from this? Barely. I saw 2000s. Okay, look, guys. I get that you want to survive, save the ship, but bro, doing stuff. Stop shooting. Alright, there we are. Yeah, I'm seeing 2700s, 2400s, that kind of ballpark. Alright, cool. I'm usually seeing 2700s, 2400s, that kind of area. Well, let's have a look then with Garuda and see what Garuda does. Some recommended weapons to get the most out of Garuda's guaranteed bleed procs. Just anything Space Cadet at that point. Like, just more damage is better. Obviously, you build the weapon for slash proc damage, so that means elemental mods do not improve it, crits do improve it. You don't need to focus on status because it's guaranteed. That kind of thing. Otherwise, yeah, just a weapon. That's the whole point of Seeking Talents. It doesn't require a slash weapon anymore, it just requires a weapon. Alright then, Garuda. Popping out, gal. Let's have a look and see what happens. I don't even need that, do I? I can just go navigation. Now, this does require, first, the assumption that kills will count. Like, Railjack kills will count to improve her passive. We should be able to tell that based on if her passive actually shows on herself. I'm hoping we'll see that. Let's get these guys off the guns again. Again, they will otherwise ruin everything. Let's give that a look-in. I could also do with some energy. There we go. Alright, so first test. Fire the missiles. Get some kills going. And yet my passive is building. Okay, that is good. That is good. We do see that. Alright, what's my passive at now? Passive's nearly at max. That's good enough for the test. Does the damage go up on this Seeker Volley? No. No, that is the same amount as I saw before. Yep, crits are still landing in the 5k. Non-crits are still landing. At least on the ships that can be hit for it in the 2700s. Yeah. No change there. The other thing will be on turrets, but honestly, who uses the turrets for firing? You don't use turrets, you use Seeker Volley. So, given that Seeker Volley is the only damage people care about on that side, I would say that's conclusively no. The only other thing to check would be the main gun. Fortunately, I think I can just one-shot with it normally anyway, so that doesn't really matter either. But I'll just shoot for the hell of it. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. So you can build your passive with Seeker Volley, but it doesn't improve the damage of Seeker Volley. Lavos will always be best for Railjack. Lavos is very, very good for Railjack. However, there is something to be said for Protea and for Garuda, as both of them can just generate energy from thin air. Garuda would need a source of healing. You can Helminth in some healing. Oh yeah, Harrow's another good one as well, because he can generate energy from kills directly. And that does work with Seeker Volley. He's another pretty pog one too, yeah. Alright then, we're getting there on the science, guys. We are getting there on the science side of all of this. Let's level up the Corvas. Might as well do that in this one here. What about Hildren? Hildren is bad for Railjack. Genuinely bad for Railjack. Reason being is that, whilst yeah, she doesn't have energy, instead it costs shields to use the abilities. And the cost of the abilities in Railjack goes up every time you cast them. And it comes down at a linear rate. A fixed rate. So the cost for energy comes down pretty reasonably, pretty quickly. But the cost for shields takes a long time to come down. So if you use Hildren, you actually can't use your abilities as much. That's just a bad idea. Hildren is basically about the only frame which is actively detrimented by Railjack mechanics. The rest of them either don't care or are good. Yeah, this is pretty neat. We can just casually level up Corvas with double damage, because why not? Screw normal game rules. And it's a pretty cool discovery, I'd say. Oh, Nazami! Ah. Okay, fine. Fine. Unless I need to check on what Garuda's doing specifically, we'll bring out Urani next. Fine. That's supposed to go. God, what is this tile set? God. Now, I don't know how I'm getting blood all over me in space, especially when I'm destroying mostly robots, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. All the blappage? Absolutely. This does have a nice sound to it. This has a good blap sound to it. It is definitely satisfying to use. How's the charge on it? Honestly, I'm dealing so much damage, I genuinely do not care about the charge. Yeah, those charge shots do not feel any better to me than just going flat, flat. Like, a charge shot to make up for what might not have been a one-shot? Nah. God, I'll say again. Where did I miss a turn? Here it is. Here it is. Did you see a 1.2 million orange crit? You might have done. I'm not sure how we would have gotten orange crits right now. Maybe bump into things. That might trigger Arcane Avenger if it's on here. Which I think it is. Bump, bump. We'll see. At least I'm getting a decent amount of affinity, I'd say. And yeah, there's the double damage back again. Just to be clear, it wasn't a fluke. Yeah, we're getting the 12Ks again. Obviously, the damage doesn't matter on those bits, but it's the very fact that we do have it. That's mad to me. Garuda's passive actually works in Arcane. Unbelievable. I'm going to imagine then it probably always did. It's just, how many times do you go around on a 2 HP Arcwing, you know? Who would do that normally? But here, now, we no longer need to do that. Yeah, this has probably always been a thing, and we just never had a reason to care to try before. Ta-da!
What you have learned here
okay.
will serve you well.
And we got it to level 25. Alright, we'll do the next leveling run with Urali, just to demonstrate what it's like to be literally half damage. Legion Spartan, the raffle for Garuda Prime access is on Sunday, so you are 4 days early, my dude. You are 4 days early. That's on Sunday. Oh, I said Urali. At the request of Nozami. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. We switch it here, of course, Ken, because Urali is, believe it or not an Archwing. There we are. Yeah, we'll stick with this one. Sabotage, it's just easy. Get the kills. No objective can go wrong. It's XP. And of course, I'm doing the steel path. Just an extra bit of XP from levels as well.
Our target is the reactor. Breach engineering and destroy it.
Alright, so let's see. Do I kill noticeably slower now, or is it still just a two-shot on most things? It might just still be a two-shot on most things with yeah, one or two shot. Okay. Well, so much for that passive on Garuda, eh? If I could still just flat, yeah, no. What are the best ways to defend an objective? Wow, that is a very, very broad question, not gonna lie. Usually speaking, the best ways to defend an objective is going to come down to crowd control and bullet blockage. There are a bajillion ways to do that. But yeah, you're right. Spectre Rage and Resonator, they are decent ones. Both of them are distracting abilities. They are effectively crowd control. There's various ways you can go about it. Various ways. You like Splinter Storm? Alright, yeah. For putting defense on the objective. I was going to say crowd control? Splinter Storm? No, yeah, for just putting defense on an objective. That makes sense. Blah, 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 and all these things. Wait, it's wrong time of year for that tune. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, it looks to me like the damage bonus from Garuda doesn't really matter, because I am seeing the damage numbers. They are definitely down half. But Corvas Prime is just strong enough that it just tears.
The power core has been destroyed.
Especially when it's got shield gating to deal with, so unless it's a headshot, you know, shield gating just sticks on you. Is fine. Yo, Legion Spartan 117, thank you very much for your subscription with a Prime. I am not safe enough to take a sip of water, but I'll take it anyway. Cheers, my dude. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your emotes to go with it, plenty of them. And of course, if you're on the Discord as well, you'll now have access to the Supporter Tea Lounge. At least within the next hour. It usually takes up to an hour to update. Yeah. Cheers, my dude. Any idea where to get the Miso Relics for Garuda, even though I used Relic Packs? Yes, so if you want to farm up the Miso Relics, fastest way to do that would be to head on over to your choice of either Disruption on Mars. After the first 2 rounds, you'll be able to get Rotation C round 3 and above, and that will give you Miso Relics pretty much guaranteed. I think it is guaranteed. Alternatively, if you want to do Capture, you head on over to the Tier 3 Void Capture mission. I forget the name of it, but it's over there. The higher level of the 2 of them. That capture mission will always drop either a Miso or Neo Relic. And again, that can be your Garuda one. So it's your pick there. The Disruption one will pay out faster once you got to round 3 and above. Whereas the capture missions are themselves faster. Yeah. Disruption pays more reliably. Capture pays quicker. So you'll get more of them. Ukko, that's the one. Thank you, Tomi. Thank you. Ukko, absolutely. Yo, Quintus, gifted out 9 subs to the community here. Quintus, thank you very, very much, my dude. I appreciate it. That's going out to Bravo Becca, Catacosmo, Gigal, to Xtilisaurus, to Knight Rider 98, Snake Raider 47 _ Wolvens of Red Guardian 213, and Apocalypse, please. Please no Apocalypse. But yo, Quintus, thank you very much to that, my dude. I appreciate it. And I believe that has also hit the sub goal that I set for the month of March, which is just in time, considering that, what are we on? Yeah, it's the 30th of March. We just about made it, so thank you very much there, Quintus, I appreciate it. Cheers indeed to all of y'all. But yeah, that's a whole bunch of new blue badges over there. That is beautiful to see. That is beautiful. And let's get rid of Urali, because that is not beautiful. That does not bring me joy. Alright then. Yeah, Snake Raider, you just got it right here, right now. Right from Quintus. Ain't that lovely? Now, let's test out on here. Let's grab the Corvas Prime. Let's pop it onto my Void Rig. Let's give it a whirl in a mission. Is Thunderbolt useful? I've not found a use for it yet, Space Cadet. Not found a use for it yet. Doesn't mean there isn't one. Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's just roll with this. Wondering, where do we want to take this, though? Where do we want to take this, guys? Because I can go to Corpus Survival, I could go to a Grenier Railjack mission and just kind of wander around the points of interest with it. I could go to Deimos and do bounties. Where should we go? You know what? Actually, Deimos feels like an idea. Corvas on an Orphix mission? Pass. Hard pass on that there. Thank you very much, Red Guardian. Yep, 100% passing on that one. Cheers. I did an Orphix mission earlier today. I was 2 shots away from killing the 24th Orphix before Sentient Control hit 100. 2 shots! Because unfortunately the 22nd Orphix killed my Necromech, and so I had to wait for the 1-minute cooldown, and yeah, that just did me in. It would do well on Deimos, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So let's head on over to Deimos. Let's grab a... Oh, well, let's grab a Steel Path one. Yeah. Let's grab a Steel Path bounty and see how well it does. What's an Orphix mission? An Orphix mission is a Railjack mission. It's a Corpus one, whereupon you have to defend, or rather attack, Sentients, which are attacking a Corpus ship, whilst the Corpus attack you because they're idiots. It's very, very tough. It pays out arcanes. It pays them out terribly. And I'll be covering it in more detail. Not a lot of detail, but more detail in my upcoming video. But suffice to say, Orphix can be pretty much forgotten, to be quite honest. Yeah. It's an alternative if you don't want to do Eidolons. It's not a good alternative. Dying and respawning skips gear cooldowns. I've never checked that, Space Cadet, but you never know. Could be true. I'll let the rando check that out. I don't feel like going to Orphix just to die right now, to be honest. Alright, Brute Force Steel Path. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Good and faithful Tenno.
Let's see. How badly is this going to go? How badly is this going to go? I've also brought no normal melee weapons. I've got my Talons, I've got my Nagantaka, I've got whatever secondary it was that I equipped. Oh, I've still got my Laser Beam, alright. And then I've got my Arcwing. That's, yeah. God, it's attack. Oh no! Oh no! Hotkeys for the win. I like having a decent jump on my Necromech though. I can just launch myself. Blam! Ah. Oh, hey, there we are. That actually kind of worked. Alright. Okay. Damage is not what I was looking for there, to be honest. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, that is not good. Oh, that is not good at all there. Okay, let's clear the area of that guy real quickly. I know he's one of the tankiest mothers out there, but yikes. I'll skip the purifier moment. Let's just get a feel for this weapon here. Yeah, that's yikes. Well, that was not what I wanted. A charge shot. Oh. What? Calm down, bruh. Oop. Okay. Nearly lost my... He just... Oh, I've been hitting the shoulder. God damn. Yeah, even charging the shots on him, it is not doing what I was hoping for. Yikes. No, that is a no bueno right there. That is definitely a no bueno. I mean, I can rapid fire, but yikes. This is Steel Path Bounty. Yeah, look, the level 100. Steel Path. Yeah, on light units it can handle, but if it didn't handle light units, I would immediately throw it in the trash can. The fact that it is a shotgun style and is doing so little damage up close to those really hardy ones. I mean, granted, you know, my Archabex takes a bit of time to work on them, but still. That is not a good look for the Corvas Prime. That is not a good look for it, no. How's the Garuda testing going? It's going well, Raptor. It's going well. We're trying out the Corvas Prime here on Steel Path, and it's a bit yikes. I mean, yeah, Deimos units do have some tank, you know? But I figured this would be at least a reasonable test to see. Is it going to struggle? Is it going to do well? Is it going to blow our minds? And it's definitely in the struggle category. It's heat damage, which, you know, heat procs bring down the armor. That's part of the idea. And it's not doing a good job. I mean, even look at that. That thing is tanking. Whew. Whereas if I just bring out, you know, just a little bit of blappage there, Archabex just laughs. It's not like these enemies are just immune to damage. But the Corvas is not keeping up. Granted, it's not perfectly modded. There's not a lot of room left to go on it, you know? Not like I am missing out on hunter munitions or something truly cataclysmic. It's just not got the work. No, I'm going to write this one off, guys. I'm going to write this one off. Yeah. It's, that's where it's struggling. I mean, I can try it in the Steel Path normal. Let me just fail this subjective, so I want to stick around. Alright. I don't know. Do I fail it or do I do it? I just do it. I just do it. Is it possible to fail? Are they going to kill the purifier for me? Actually, I can just leave the area, can't I? Yeah. Now I'm triggered at this bounty stage. I can just get the level on the Corvas, leave the area, call it a good one. Let's get the XP on this. You're not expecting it to be a Prime Arch cut for regular star chart? I mean, do you mean like the fact that I can use it on the regular star chart, or what? I'm not sure what you mean there, to be honest. I am surprised at just how bad the damage is here, though. Not gonna lie. I am genuinely surprised at that. A little bit more to go on leveling it. I'm not even gonna shoot at this big ones with that. I'm gonna get these big guys off the map. Just because they're a danger to me. There we go. Okay, wow, what is... Another one spawned? Really? Oh, yeah, nah. So yeah, on Steel Path, what's it, Archwing missions, it was fine. Railjack Space, no one really goes there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to test this out again with the Grenier. I'm gonna get it to level 30 and then test it on the Grenier. Because that's a real challenge, I think. If it can handle the Grenier, then at least we got somewhere. Because the Infested here on Deimos, they do get a little bit insane, don't they? Hey, look at that. Ooh, yikes. That is not doing what you want it to do. And the charge shot isn't that much better, no. No, not at all. A little bit more for that 30. Little bit more. Little bit more. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Working towards an achievement unintentionally. Corvas for Profit Taker? That's an interesting idea. Not sure it's going to be better than the existing options, to be quite honest with you. Because a big part of the Corvas is the fact that it's got that body punch through. There we are, we're done. It's a very big part of it, is the body punch through, which I think is going to mean that overall its damage should be lower than single target ones. Yeah. Okay, can the... There we are, it's abandoning the objective now. Let's wait for that to abandon and then I can extract. We'll just give that a moment.
Oh,
Job done.
You can't complete the mission now.
Boo you, Otak, who cared? Who asked? This doesn't work on Profit Taker at all? Oh, well, that'd be a yikes if it is. That'd be a yikes. Alright, there we are. At least we got that leveled. That's a big part. Let's get out of here and give the Steel Path a test. Now, to help the Corvas out, I'm going to switch over to Lavos rather than Garuda. Mostly because I don't want to be trying to focus on not dying. I want to focus on, can this weapon actually kill? So, Garuda, we'll give you another look in a moment. Right after... Oh, not you. Right after we give him that proper test. Again, the heat setup should be alright for pretty much any Grenier, so we'll see what happens. Take this one here. See how it goes. You know? We're doing science. Yeah, with the Nagantaka, I don't think you're going to need to use the guaranteed impact procs on it because it's going to have a lot of slash anyway, you know? It's going to have a lot of slash already. Modding around the whole internal bleeding probably isn't necessary. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, my Sentinel is helping out, and I did not want that. Yeah, let's disarm my Sentinel and then try that again, because I noticed that I just suddenly went from no damage to lots of damage, and I think that was not a heat proc. Let's fix that test real quickly, shall we? There we go. Burglass OP once again. Yeah, I have heard that punch-through weaponry can be dodgy on various enemies, like on Eidolon, so I imagine it can also be the case on the Profit Takers. I think Fluctus has issues on the Profit Taker, doesn't it?
Accept your death.
So, could be the same with the Corvas. I believe normal Corvas has a pellet approach. We saw that earlier today. So, I can check that in a moment as well, actually. Well, that's not good. We've got the directional AoE from the whole, you know, body punch through, but otherwise... Well, we got the forced impact procs too, but... Yeah, that's not winning any awards, is it? Alright, what about a charge shot? Ah! That knockback. And I've got Prime sure-footed on this Lavos. So that knockback is built into the animation of the weapon. Yikes. It gets some damage done eventually, but eventually it's just not good enough. So, yep, Corvas Prime is not Steel Path suitable. Not Steel Path viable. That is a big no bueno right there. I'll let him burn out. 'Cause yeah, it's not even getting guaranteed heat. Can you do heat inherit with it? I'm sure you can do heat inherit, but we've already got heat modded onto it. So heat inherit wouldn't really do all that much, comparatively speaking. Of course, we got an Arson Eximus. Yeah, sure, okay. Let me just get rid of you, thank you. Yeah, no, this is not Steel Path viable. I'm burning through my ammo here, so let's abort that one. I suppose, to be fair, I should compare with the Morzelon. Like, we already know the Morzelon is great, but I should compare with it. So let's do exactly that. Let's go grab the Morzi and do a comparison. One Morzelon, thank you very much. And you'll notice that it's basically the same setup here. So I've gone for the damage, I've gone for the crits, I've gone for multi-shot, fire rate, a couple bits on getting the right damage type, and then a quick reload. So it's basically the same build. I think it is actually the same build. Check right here. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, because I've gone for double heat rather than using two direct damage mods like that. So yeah, it's almost the same build. Close enough. Close enough to the same kind of build. In fact, you know what? Sod it. I'll make it the same build. I'll make this one use the same heat setup. Let's see what happens. Let's do the same setup. Hello, Fly. It's going pretty well here. We're doing some testing with the new primes, and then, well, I'm comparing against the Morzi now. But we'll see. Of course, it's Steel Path viable, just Mirage or maxed out power strength. Yeah. Throw in Gloom, you're fine, you know. Alright. Morzi. Let's see how the Morzi handles. Now, the Morzi only gets 3 reloads, so that is already something to consider. Let's see. You know, honestly, I didn't remember the Morzi not being that great for killing either. Maybe the heat approach is just not the way to go. Although with the Morzi, I could, you know, be using viral, heat viral. But then the Morzi can do that. The Corvas cannot do that. That's your difference right there. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to miss every single shot from it. That'll be fine. Not like my ammo is limited or anything. Actually, I can pick up ammo that way, can't I? Yeah, there we are. Ah!
Soldier, you have been nominated.
Well,
Your glory awaits.
if I want, I can get a magnetic progenitor Kubelich. Yeah, that sounds like fun. And yeah, Lavos can at least recharge the ammo, so that's not really a concern, is it? Actually, you know what? Whilst I'm here, viral. That works. Yeah, if in doubt, just apply viral. Lavos best archgun user? No, second best. Proshia exists. There we are. I'm not exactly going to worry about ammo or viral procs here, am I? But yeah, Morzy and Corvas, they actually seem about on par in that regard, don't it? Until you take into account the fact that the Morzy can also just explode. Then the Morzy wins. Yeah, the Morzy wins when you do that. Alright, enough of that mission. We don't need to stay here. Yeah, so you're very right, Vayner. Corrosive ignores not 70%, actually 75% of the armor, and then has a 75% damage bonus, which effectively makes corrosive damage deal 6 times damage against ferrite. Once you're up to that tier, it's about 6 times. But that still doesn't actually apply to most Grineer units, because most Grineer units, at least in terms of number that you'll encounter, will have radiation weakness, because they'll have alloy armor. So your elite lancers, they use alloy, and elite lancers are basically all of the troops you'll encounter, all the basic troops. You'll have some troopers in there which are ferrite, you'll have some occasional other small units. Then the other side of the coin is the really, really strong units. You've got heavy gunners, they're ferrite. Then you've got bombard, I believe napalm's alloy, I want to say napalm's are. Nox are definitely alloy. So alloy is actually usually the one you want to be dealing with. Plus, if you consider the status procs, corrosive drops the armor, that's useful. Radiation gets the enemies to focus on each other rather than you, which that can definitely come in handy in survival. But yeah, that is really unfortunate results there. The Corvas Prime, it was working on Steel Path Arkwing missions, but then our existing ones were doing that already. In comparison against the Morzy there, it just wasn't keeping up. Honestly, it wasn't. Not always true, Nazirko. Not always true, because of what I literally just said. Yeah. Let's just do a mathematical comparison here real quickly as well. Let's bust out the good old notepad. Let's bust out the good old notepad. Yep, that's gone straight on screen. Good, good. I've got it on that one still. So on the Morzy here, we've got fire rate 13.33. We have got damage. I'm going to include the radial as well. So we've got 1542.9, and we have got radial. That standard hit is 617.2. And then we have got the crits. So the crit chance is 60%. And the crit multiplier is 4.0, so it'll be multiplied by 3. That is damage, fire rate, crits as an average. That comes out to... I'm going to type this into my calculator, even though I just wrote it out on screen for you guys there, whatever. Probably going to be too small for some of you, but... eh. I'll tell you the answer in a second. That comes out to 80,000 DPS. Okay. Let's make that nice and big. Come on. Up, there we are. Okay. So that is for the Morzy. That is for the Morzy. Now let's quickly switch this over to the Corvas. There we go. So for the Corvas, fire rate is apparently 3.2. That does seem about right, it's what I was having. The damage, 7,200 a shot. And then the crits part of it comes out to that with this build. So that comes out to a theoretical DPS of... this is going to surprise you guys. Yeah, that comes out to that figure. The theoretical maximum DPS, if you get the fire rate correct on the Corvas here, does come to more than the Morzy. And the Corvas has body punch through down a very long hallway. A very long distance it can go down a hallway. So its potential output on the standard attacks does beat out the Morzy. From a pure direct shot DPS perspective there, it does beat out the Morsi. But, yeah. Just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. And then there's the question about use on profit taking. Now, with it being a punch-through approach, we can get rid of this. We don't need to save that. People mentioning about profit taker because the normal Corvas has projectiles, but the Corvas Prime has the projectile wave, for lack of a better description. You know, we go from pellets to catch moon style. That can have a problem for profit taker, supposedly. In fact, I don't care about actually doing the mission fully, but let's just go try real quickly. Let me switch to that one. And then just grab that real quickly, just to see if the weapon actually hits. What damage type do I need? Profit take. Also, I need to fix my mortar, actually. This needs to be the correct build again. What's this one? This one's radiation, so this one needs to be corrosive. There we are. So yeah, what damage is it against the Profit Taker? It's radiation, isn't it? Pretty sure it's radiation. So let's get electric barrel onto here. There we go. It is radiation. Thank you, Golem. Or Golem's friend, I should say. Thank you very much. This, let's keep it as the Morsi, at least so I have an option. Can I do that? I can do that. That's good. And put that on the radiation build. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's give it a peek. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a try and see if it'll make us cry. Fortuna 69, obviously we go to that one. You know, it's just the done thing, guys. But let's have a look and see if this turns out to be an issue. Profit Taker, that one.
Final phase.
Here we go. So far, 3 former for Garuda Prime, 2 for the weapon. Oh, you've been going hard on that one. Fair do, Manu. Fair do. Is it Dave? Cheers. Thank you, my dude. Alright, let's get in here. What are the chances of that? Very high at the moment, Snake Raider. Very high. Alright, Profit Taker, where you at? There you are. Let's start messing around with this one, then let's see how the Corvas actually handles. Electric, I don't actually remember my loadout. Does my loadout have electric? No. No. Punch it. Gas! Yes, I have gas. There we go. It's slash. I have slash. That is a barrier. Cold. I have cold procs, but I don't think I have cold on this loadout. Nope. Corrosive. Ah, whatever. That's going to be Archibex. There we go. That was easy. Oops. I accidentally used 2 lots of my energy there. Didn't mean to do that. Toxin. Yeah. Viral. I don't think I have. No, I do not. Magnetic. I think I have that on the Zenith. No, I do not, apparently. Blast, I definitely have that. Alright then. So now here's the test. Does it actually hit the legs like we want it to? Oh. Okay, there is some issue on hitting that back leg. So it looks like if it goes through the hitbox of another leg, then it's a problem. But otherwise, that did some work. Yeah, that's doing some work, guys. Oh, come on. One-shot it. Stop turning to face me, you wretched. Thank you. Where's your head now? I can't actually tell where the head is. There we go. So yeah, it looks like Corvas Prime can actually do some work here. That's good. Oh, I don't need to do that, do I? I've got the Zenith. Definitely need to get some work done on that weapon.
Shields are waiting. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
That's that one part. We've got one over there. Oh, I didn't pop it. I can't see where it is.
The shields are vulnerable.
There we go. And then it's back to... Okay, that's on cooldown. That's fine, that's why we've got the backup. Which, as you can see, also just works. And all from the front, too. Oh, okay. When she stops stepping around me. I have heat, there we go. Corvas with Profit Taker Speedrunner's Choice Archgun. Fair enough. I'm not a speedrunner, so if anyone is watching this for speedrunning tips, don't. Just don't. I am definitely not a speedrunner. But I can at least kill it solo, so, you know, that's the thing at least. Needs to switch to something better. Gas? Oh, gas is good for me. I have gas. Flash? Yeah, I have that as well. There we go. That's working at least. But yeah, the projectile forcing me to have to walk around it, that's not so good. That is not so good. Because it means I have to then get back to the head. So it's definitely slowing things down that way. Oh, we can take out some of those as well. Let's get rid of that thing over there. Cute. Get some bonus damage thanks to Dexterity Arcane. Go. That's about to push me. Yep. Good old infinite punch through. That one over there. Oh, apparently I'm missing it. Come on, I'm sure. Oh, oh, it's right there. Am I wrong on this? Oh, there we. Seriously, what is going on? Why could I not hit that? Was I just missing? I think I was just missing. You're watching a stream that's been going for 40 hours? That sounds horrifying. Oh. Yeah, you know, honestly, this whole Zenith being faster, I think it's faster for people who have a much better build than mine. Mine sucks. Apparently I can't hit this thing at all. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. Shield again. Viral. I don't have viral. Magnetic. If I have it, I don't remember where I put it, so no. Last, I have last. Oh, now we're on the time limit. Heat, I have that. That is on you.
That light just moved. Ned's crew must have figured out our bypass. It's realigning.
I have no idea what it turned to because it turned away from me. Radiation. Okay. That I can do. Impact. Oop. Yeah, I can do a little bit of impact. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I've slept twice. Well, I should hope so on a 48-hour stream. It's still mad. I didn't mean to press that button. Or that one. This. There we go. Gas. Yes, I can do that.
I've only got a few mortars left. Firing them all.
Get this back.
Fire.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then the face. Bam. There we go. Alright, so yeah, it does seem that there's the issue where I have to go around the legs to be able to shoot the other legs. And that is definitely an issue with any kind of punch-through weapon like this against Profit Taker. It's a known issue. So, Corvas Prime, quite possibly actually a downgrade overall. Despite the stats being better, it's not a steel path option. Any arch gun works on normal star chart. Same with the just arcing weapons. Any decent arch gun will do you fine there. Oh, I should be out of here. I forgot about that. It's going to blow up. Run! We're fine. But yeah, I just don't see a use case for the Corvas Prime. I'm genuinely struggling to find a use case for it. Because the circumstances where you have lines of enemies, it's either too weak to do what needs to be done, or any archgun can do it. Use case is shinier than regular Corvas? Well, there is that, yes. There is that. Something other than Morslon? Granted, yeah, Maxen, the Morslon is absolutely stonks powerful. But even ignoring the Morslon, out of the other options that exist out there, I'm just not seeing a case for this in particular. Because if it's not viable steel path, then it's eclipsed by so many standard weapons. And the only use case outside of steel path for an archgun to really be considered is Profit Taker. And it seems that the standard Corvas would be superior to normal Corvas here. To the Prime Corvas. Because the standard one has pellets and therefore doesn't worry about punch through hitboxes just going wacko mode on you. Yeah. That's a shame, actually. If it had the extra power, it would be a steel path option. But it doesn't, it's an archgun. Being good for that only on the star chart, well, sure, if you want to just play around with it, you can play around with anything that way. Yeah. I mean, Zenikis, yeah, the fact that I had to maneuver around there means it wasn't as good. Because you saw when I used the Necromech for one of the stages, I could just aim at the legs and just burn them down. Obviously not quite that fast, but I could burn down the legs with the Necromech just shooting it directly. Whereas with the Corvas, I had to reposition myself. And that just adds extra time. You may not feel it in the whole shooting aspect, but having to reposition definitely adds time to it. So it's viable for Profit Taker. We just saw I used it for Profit Taker. But to say it's the first Prime, I'd actually say it's disappointing. I genuinely would say it's disappointing and it results there. Oh well. It's the Archgun. I'll be honest, I didn't have high hopes for the Archgun. That was not the main weapon I was looking at for interesting results. Quite hopes and can't wait to unlock Garuda. Garuda Prime looks stunning, and Garuda herself, she's proven quite capable. She's proven quite capable. Let me just fix this build before we head off of that one. So that should go back to my Morsi, and that should be on build. There we go. Wonderful. Morsalon Prime. You know what? It might be a thing. it might be a thing, Nazami, because it's of Orokin origin, isn't it? It comes with a Necromex, and Necromex are Orokin. So it could exist in the future. You're not far off, potentially. But, yeah. There's a downside there. There's a downside on that one. Ak Morzelon, oh god. Ak Morzelon, or Jewel Morzelon, that would be ridiculous. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, we got the Nagantaka. Playing around with it, I'll be honest, it's not been overwhelming. It's not a finished build at all, but it's not been overwhelming so far. The main thing is that basically it's a projectile weapon. It's not a wide projectile weapon, and the punch through is non-existent unless you're Garuda, in which case it's a little bit. And that's just a million downsides. I'm exaggerating, but when you compare what the Warframe meta is these days, that's some serious downside going on. I would have expected Nagantaka to have had some kind of quirk added to it for the Prime one. Maybe something lifesteal to go in with Garuda's whole thing. Maybe go down a route of energy generation. Just something. But instead, it doesn't seem to have anything new over the normal Nagantaka, aside from just buff stats. Which, okay, buff stats, but the results are, yeah, more or less as useless as the Tenora. I mean, the Tenora Prime is actually fun to use, not gonna lie. But part of that, where is it? It's all the way up here for me, yeah. Part of with the Tenora Prime's capability is the fact that it is an automatic weapon. Whereas with the Nagantaka, you've only got automatic if you're ready to unload your entire clip. Also, Tenora's hit scan. It is bullets, not projectiles. Yeah. Tenora, higher crit chance, lower crit multiplier, only slightly lower. It's got, what's that, 5 times the fire rate? Or, okay. Quite a bit lower damage there. So yeah, Nagantaka does come out on top on the damage there. Magazine is massively in favour of Tenora, of course. And then with the charge shot, it doesn't really matter because it uses 10 ammo, so yeah, anyway. But yeah, you're very right, dear. Tenora Prime is a very vanilla weapon. Nagantaka is in about the same spot there. It's got a bloody effect to it. Visually, it is pretty nice. It's got multiple quirks, and those quirks don't really do much for it, though, I'd say. Yes, it does Shepherdify, yes. Yeah, Garuda does give it a little bit of punch through, but yeah, you're right, Senecus. As you put it, end of the day, it's a single target primary in a horde shooter where we've got explosive weapons that can delete entire rooms. Yeah. That is unfortunately the long and short of it with Nagantaka. We've seen the Corvas, like Archguns generally, isn't really holding up at levels where we'd want to care. So it's a fun weapon, but it's limited to being a fun weapon. And with Nagantaka, again, I would say it's limited to being a fun weapon. Because of the meta of Warframe, and I don't mean meta as in what the players have decided to do, I mean meta as in the design that the developers have created. It is intentional, the design they've gone for. And, yeah. I find it hard to be excited about this one. I really do. Luckily, we can be excited about Garuda. Hello, Surfgirls, how are you doing today? I mean, we'll see when it comes around, Terra2, we'll see when it comes around. I'm very much get excited about what I can actually see, touch, and use. As you can see, I mean, Garuda just looks stunning. I've brightened her up, really bright here. I'm actually going to turn that back down. That was mostly just to have a mock at someone. Let's make this red more red. Let's make this red... Ooh, not that. Yeah, Not a lot more, just a little bit more. There we go, just a subtle difference. Am I going to get the accessories? I'm not going to purchase the accessories myself, no. I'm not a cosmetics person 9 times out of 10. I say that on the appearance screen right now for Garuda, but overall, I'm not a cosmetics focused person. So I don't have any of the Prime accessories. And I won't be picking up this time. But that's just me. That's how I play. I'm not a fashion framer. The Prime Ephemera is off center. Really? Yeah, that's a yikes. Do I want to make this more gold or leave it as is, or do I want to go for a different route? I could go for a purple. Let's see, what kind of purples have I got? Try purple. Purples. Oh, I do like purples a lot of the time. I feel like that works here. Let's just go through random selection of colours. What we got? I mean, grey is just boring. That's over the top. Those are all over the top. That's also boring. It looks very skeletal there. Nah, none of that really works for it. I'll leave it on the gold. I'll leave it on the gold. Silver is just bland to me. That just takes away detail rather than adding anything interesting. No, I'll actually stick with the gold. I like the shiny. I do like gold. Bronze? I mean, that's coppery. That'd be more your bronzy. Not a fan. I'll be honest, not a fan. No, I'm sticking with the gold. I actually genuinely like pretty much her defaults here. I really do. I'm just giving it that bit more red, that more vitalized sanguine approach, rather than a dried up bloody approach. Can I equip a wing ephemera to show up soft center? I can equip a wing ephemera. Can't guarantee it'll show what you're looking for. Well, that one's not off center. Or at least if it is, it's not by enough that I can tell. No, that seems pretty spot on to me. So I'm going to guess whatever's going on your end, it's the Prime accessory specific, if it is. That's how thematic. Rotavire? Ah, it just looks messy, I'll be honest. Spore? Hell nah. Through orbit? Nah. I like to keep things simple. I wouldn't describe myself as a minimalist, but I do like to keep things simple. We'll leave it on that one. We'll leave it on that one. Alright, now I haven't actually got Garuda up to max rank yet, so let's get that sorted out. Whilst I'm at it, I should probably throw a former into this, just to give it the opportunity to maybe potentially somehow shine. Maybe? So let's do that. What does that give me room for? A 7 capacity something. What can we do with 7? Probably not a lot. A reload speed. Blah, 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 blah. Not really a much or lot of anything. What is it for the magazine? Is magazine going to be 9? Would be 9 if I'd made one. Okay. I'll pass on that then. I'll pass on that. Demand 2 tickets? You're not allowed 2 tickets, silly. Nope. Nope. Only 1. Hey, Hamdir, I pay attention enough to the optics, you know. Is it pleasing enough that I can move along? Okay? The function does definitely need to be there first, though, you know. It does definitely need to be there first. Add electric damage? What, to go Radfire on? I don't see that really being an idea, to be honest, Fire. I don't see that being an idea, because the heat fire all works out in terms of more DPS there, overall. I don't need to go Rad Viral. Especially as that would also pull away from the viral. Am I actually an engineer? I'm a Kengineer. I thought we'd established this by now, Tilly. I'm a Kengineer. Let's see, what else can we do here? Projectile speed, actually, that could be helpful right now. That could be helpful, let's do it. Let's go with that one. And, yeah, we'll keep carrier without armament. Fine. It's fine. Hunt munitions? Yeah, you could go hunt munitions, although there's a hell of a lot of slash already, but yeah, you could do. You absolutely could do. Right, let's just get this leveled. Let's get this leveled. Where are we going to go to level it? Question. Sod it. Why not? Gonna go ESO. Just to wrap this up, mostly because we are a little bit short on time there, guys. So, if you want to join me on Elite Sanctuary Onslaught until, at the very least, Garuda is leveled, might go for Nagantaka, but I'm probably just going to go for Garuda. So if you want to join me on leveling ESO, send me a message in game here, the Engineer. I'll bring you into the squad, and we'll get that sorted, guys. We'll get those levels to round off this stream here. And in case you're unaware on how to do that, what you do is you do /W for Whisper, who you're sending it to, so obviously the Engineer, and then hi, I would like to join, just like that. Or as far as done, you can just !join in the chat, and that gives you how to do it as well. But yeah, I can't whisper myself, but that's how you do it. Many say, Optimist, this clip is half full. Pessimist, this clip is half empty. Engineer, this clip contains 103% of the necessary damage to take down the enemy. Take /procs into account. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Here we go. There you go, Flyer. Come on in. Come on in, Flyer. Let's go sort this. Jaegertron, you are having some serious difficulty there. It's either !raffle if you need information, or !ticket if you want to get in on it. That's how you get in on the plat giveaway today. Oh, because I've not formed her. Ah. Okay, fine. Normal Sanctuary Onslaught, whatever. Whatever. Let's go. Very true, Snake Raider, very true. Oh, Tilly, you waited like a million years to do that. I don't know if I can even get you in the squad now. Seriously waited far too long to send that message. We got Fire, we got Zonkari. There's a fourth ship, and it's not Tilly. Nope. Sorry, Tilly. You left it far too long. I wasn't going to sit there for the next 10 minutes. Sorry, Tilly. Alrighty, let's get leveling. Well, that was a good start. I got staggered. There seems to be enemies over here. Are they in a good enough line to use this? They are not. That was terrible. Let's just use this ability instead. That works. Give myself some healing, so I can keep doing this. At least not being an ESO, I can spam that ability. So that's something. Okay, Tilly. Whoa. Okay. Okay. It's lowercase t? It is lowercase t to get a ticket, yes. !ticket, not !ticket. Yeah, lowercase t for these commands. There we go. Get all the energy and stab. How are we doing? Rank 27. Oh! Oh! You know, it might also be uppercase T at the same time. I've typed it as lowercase, but you might also get in with uppercase. I haven't actually checked. So now I know. Now I know. Thank you. Hey, look, I'm Zephyr. Oh, okay, it ran out. For a moment, I feel like Zephyr. So, you know. Works both lower and upper. Ah, there we are. So, DE might be having a bit of an issue with both upper and lowercase, but at least my bot doesn't. So, you know, there's something, isn't it? Snake Raider, that is horrifying, but thank you for testing that it works on all of the letters. Hamdir, there is a platinum giveaway. That's what. I do a platinum giveaway on almost every single Warframe stream I do, and yeah. That's one that's going to be drawn at the end of this stream. So if you want a chance to win yourself some platinum, whatever platform you're on, you might probably want to do exclamation mark ticket. How long do I plan to stream today? Let's see. Garuda is ranked 28. When that hits 30, we're going to do the platinum giveaway and then raid on over to another channel. So basically, we are at the end. Barring the next couple minutes, we are otherwise at the end. So yeah, if you've not got yourself a ticket yet, you are seriously sleeping on it and causing yourself a disservice. Get in, you know? You get yourself some weapon slots, get a Warframe slot for good old Garuda Prime, get yourself some colour palettes if you want to get fancy. I can't recommend a decent one beyond the smoke palette because I don't care about them that much, but you might. Song Korea's left. Oh. I wonder if Tilly can join now. Oh, never mind, someone joined. Tilly, you're too slow again. Do we get a round prediction vote today? You know what? I think we might actually just end up getting there too soon for it to be a decent prediction. But sure, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Even or odd rounds. There we are, guys. Prediction is going up. You can use your channel points, your blue spanner icon at the bottom of the chat window to make a gamble. How many rounds do you think it's going to take to get this Garuda up to max? Is it going to be an even number of rounds or an odd number of rounds? And we're going to base it on what the reward screen says. What zone does the reward screen say I reach? So, are we going to reach an even number of rounds or an odd number of rounds? Make your prediction. Grab your spanners, and hope to God you pick the right one because the reward screen can be a dick about it. No refunds. What's the effective damage reduction in Trinity 3 and 4? The effective damage reduction is up to 75% on both. So if you stack the two together, you'd have an effective damage reduction of an amount. I can't do that in my head right now. You'll be taking 1/16 of the normal damage, I want to say. Which means you'd have damage reduction like 91 point something% or something like that. I'm doing that in my head, so, you know, that's not... That'd be like that. A quarter of a quarter. No, quarter of a quarter is the damage you'd be taking, Space Cadet. The effective damage reduction is 100% minus a quarter of a quarter. A quarter of a quarter is what? 45, 12.5, 6.25, so you would have 93.75% damage reduction? Maybe? Yes? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. 93.75% is what I think it is. Which, by the way, is still less than what Mace can do with one ability. Is Banshee any good? Banshee is great. Unfortunately, she has basically no defense. So if you use Banshee, prepare to kill or be dead. You know? Really have to be careful about Banshee survivability. But aside from that, she's amazing. With an augment, she can fully armor strip a group of enemies permanently. I think... Is it permanent? Okay, she can fully armor strip. Actually, I don't think it's permanent. But she can fully armor strip. She has crowd control. She can silence things, cause enemies to be stunned, create massive damage buffs. Yeah. So if you use Banshee, prepare to kill or be dead. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm on rank 29 at the moment. Rank 29, so I'm not there yet. But there is also another 1 minute 20 to go, and we're up against Grenier, so... You're not a gambling man? Me neither. Me neither. I am terrible at gambling. Like, if you want to gamble, usually speaking, Just go for the thing I didn't. Seriously. At least we're at the level still where I can just, you know, tap in the direction of enemies and they die. That's always fun. We're not at 30 yet, but it's getting there. Gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them. You know, I just don't play. You know, if there's a gamble going on, unless it's absolutely free, I just don't touch it. Now remember, guys, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be basing this on the reward screen. So what zone the reward screen, once we get back to the orbiter, what it says there. That's what we're basing the prediction on. And I am max rank. So this is the final zone. So we're going to head out, we're going to leave, we're going to go back to the orbiter, and we're going to see what the reward screen says in the orbiter. We're going to see what the reward screen says up in the orbiter. I'm going to stand over in this corner here. Oh, has someone gone through and triggered the next zone? Ooh. But we'll see how the reward screen feels today, you know? We'll see how it feels. It might be nice to you. Might not. Is there any way to displace Demolist? As in to move them around? They are resistant to most forms, but there are some things that can get them. There are some bits.
The sanctuary will go on without you.
We're not in the orbiter yet, but it does look like it says Zone 4 reached at the moment. Let's just make sure that doesn't change. I don't see why it would. But, yeah, no, yeah, we're in the orbiter. We're in the orbiter, and it is definitely saying Zone 4. So, those of you who guessed even, there was 8 of you in total, including Ed 13978524556. Ed. He gambled 2,000 spanners, and he's going to get back over 5,000. Unfortunately, on the other side of things, Tilly gambled 4,000. Oh dear. Oh, that is not what you wanted there. That is not what you wanted. So, yeah. Technically, according to the end screen, we reached Zone 4. It's even. This is why I have to be very specific about these kind of challenges. Oh dear. I have to be very, very specific about those ones. But there you are. At least 8 of you are very happy, even if 12 of you aren't. You know, that's Space Cadet forgot to bet. Probably for the best. Probably for the best. Any advice on modding Garuda's claws? Pretty much a standard combo setup works by the looks of it. This is unformed, and this just worked. We get the extra range, we got viral, we got loads of slash, we got all of the status, and all of the crits. Tasty soups. Cheers. Appreciate it. Alright guys, whilst I leave us on this screen here for a moment, that is where we're going to wrap up the Platinum giveaway now. So if you haven't already entered into it, I've been talking about it for like the last 20 minutes it feels like, so seriously, what are you doing? Exclamation mark ticket, get yourself a ticket so I can give you Platinum, if you win. If. Big if, you know, not everyone's going to win. But yeah, if you haven't already entered Fox Spirit, if you're already in Pendragon, Catacosmo, you can't get a second ticket, alright? You have to wait for the next draw on Sunday, which is obviously going to be the Garuda Prime Access giveaway on Sunday. How many times have we ended a Warframe stream with a Sanctuary Onslaught run? A few times, basically. Not many, but a few. A few. Alright, I'm going to be closing the entries. And 3, 2, 1. Closing it. I don't know why I counted it down, because stream delay means you're actually going to hear that after you've seen it in the chat. But whatever. It's closed. Everyone who can enter has now entered. Please Hug Doug, unfortunately got here far too late to enter that giveaway, so please Hug Doug, you'll just have to enter the one on Sunday. But in any case, it's now time for us to see who's the winner. Who today is going to be claiming that Platinum prize? That winner is going to be Ed 13978524556. My word, he wins the channel point prediction, and then he wins the giveaway. Ed, you are on a roll, my dude. Ed, I'm going to be contacting you here on Twitch in just a moment. I'll need to get your Warframe username and your platform, and we'll get this platinum sent on over to you. Congratulations there, Ed. Absolutely. Snake Raider, I thought you were saving your look for Sunday, Snake Raider. Ed there. Congratulations. As I say, I'll contact you on Twitch shortly after the stream has ended, because first things first, we've got to do a raid on over to another part of the community. Don't go anywhere just yet, guys. Let's see who we can give a little bit of love to, guys, shall we? Let's see who we can give a bit of love to. I'm just going to switch this over to our alternative screen here. Have a peek. Let's see. Who can we raid? Who do we want to go to today? Let's have a look. Who is streaming Warframe? I'm assuming you guys want to see some more Warframe, right? Right? You want to see a video on the chance of Ed winning twice in a row? Done it too? Pretty high. Because a lot of people won on the previous prediction as well. 8 out of 20 did, so you know. But yeah, I'm assuming you guys want a Warframe stream to raid on over to. Charizard! Oh, I haven't seen them streaming in ages. At least not on Warframe. Yeah, they've been streaming other stuff, but not Warframe. So, you know what? It's decided. We're going to Charizard. She's wonderful. She is wonderful. So that's where we're going. Have I spelled that correctly? Looks like I have. There it is. Alright, the raid is up and running, guys. Let's join in on that. I do hope you have enjoyed today's exploration of Garuda Prime and her Prime weapons. It's been an interesting one. Some good news, some bad news. Well, mostly good news. But that is all we got time for today. On Friday, we're going to be having some more not Warframe, probably Among Us. And on Sunday is, of course, the Prime Access giveaway. So I'll see you guys then. That's all from me today. Bye!